All right, guys. I am so sorry about that. I thought I was live this whole time, just talking to my damn self, and that's very funny. I've never done a live before. I never did live streaming. I never did any of that. So I gave a whole story. Didn't even push record. So I'm gonna go and start over. Yeah, that's crazy. I went like a whole 15 minutes without ever hitting live, but it's okay. We're gonna start over. So, where do I even start? 15 minutes without ever hitting live. That's weird. Yeah, I had to figure out that I wasn't even going live, and I just now figured it out. So we are live now. So this whole live stream for the next 30 days, is going to be for new investors that are just getting started into real estate. Are curious about getting started into real estate. Don't really know where to start. Don't know really how to start. Need permission to start. Need that that push and action steps to actually go ahead and pursue whatever kind of goal they're going in real estate. This is what it's here for. I'm gonna show you a day in the life of a real estate investor. So the plan is, in full disclaimer, I got started in investing about 8 months ago. I've been an agent for about 4 years, and with that, I only had like two deals. I sold my mom's house, and I sold my house. That's only two houses I ever had, or two sales I ever had when I was a real estate agent. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't. I just had my license because my mom made me get my license, and I didn't really do nothing with it. Since then, I actually got fired from my job as a server trainer. I used to open up restaurants for a restaurant chain. I went to open up a restaurant, came back, and they fired me for no reason at all. And from that point on, I was like, I'm not working for nobody else. I'm not just not having nobody over my head that has that kind of power over me. I've been working since I was like 14 years old. I always had like two jobs all throughout high school, college, all that time. Always had two jobs, and that's the first time I've ever been fired in my life. And I was like, yeah, that's never happening again. I'm gonna fully go back to real estate. I'm gonna figure something out on my own because I don't want nobody else being ahead of, or over me. So I came back to real estate. I started doing my thing April of last year, 2022, and I just took off from that point on. Got my Florida license, already have my Texas license, and I just now we're here. So now I want to educate as much as I can with my capabilities other people that are just getting started in real estate to take that leap, because I'm hearing all the time like, oh, I have a W-2, I need to focus on that, so I don't have time to focus on real estate. I have no money to get started in real estate. I had no money. I got fired from my job, and I only had enough just to cover like 3 months of worth of rent and everything, just keep going. So I had no money to start off in real estate. My back was against the wall. I wanted to cancel out the fact of um, it takes so long to get money in real estate. Like people think like real estate is a long game. Be honest, real estate is a long game, but it doesn't have to be. There's multiple ways to get multiple streams of revenue in real estate. You got wholesaling, you got arbitrage. Those are two quick ways to get in and out the door and get paid. Um, what's something else? I don't want to rent. I mean, I don't want to own real estate. I'd rather rent. That's too much responsibility for me. Like what? Like I don't know when. I don't even know about that. That's just to me. That's just a whole different thing. So for the people that are watching now and the people in the future, uh, my main thing is to educate as much as I can about what I know about real estate, and I don't know everything. So like I said, I don't know everything, and as I learn, you guys are gonna learn with me throughout this 30 days, and I might extend it longer. It just depends on how this challenge goes. But that's the goal. I mean, it's to kind of educate you guys to take action and do it and put proof right here in front of you. So I'm gonna call the agents. My main thing is I'll call agents, do agent outreach. I also work with wholesalers. The reasons why I like doing agent outreach: first, it's free. I can go on Zillow anytime for free. I can call the agent, see what's going on the property. Another reason agents are, they're more engaging to talk about, breaking down the deal of why I can't buy it at a certain price. They're more understanding. They don't have emotional attachment to the property. So it's easier to kind of talk to them and break down with them why I'm like asking for this price instead of the price they have it listed for, or opening up more creative solutions to help their seller out if they're actually in and open to helping the seller out and get them paid. Another reason why I like working with agents is, um, So, like the first thing a homeowner thinks of when they're ready to sell their house, the thing they think, oh, I need to find a realtor to sell my property. And so they're like the gatekeepers to all these homeowners. I don't know why particularly, like why sellers don't want to try to sell their house on their own. But it's because they don't have that kind of education. They don't want to deal with that. They rather have a realtor do their job and sell their property. So whenever a realtor that I'm in connections with and have a good rapport with them, they'll get a property and say, "Oh, I know a perfect buyer. I'm gonna see if Damien wants to buy this kind of property." Explain the situation to him and do all these kinds of things and see if he'd be my buyer because I'm gonna still get paid with him. So that's another reason why I like work with agents. They're always, and plus that's their job. Their job is to market themselves to get more property. So they're already taking care of my marketing for me. I don't have to pay a dime in marketing because that's the same grind they're on. They're trying to get property so they can sell it to buyers like myself. So wholesalers are the same way. Wholesalers are basically agents without licenses. They're in the same field. That's why they always have a battle with each other. So that's my main source of marketing. Again, I'm doing all these things as cheap as possible. I'm not going to use Zillow. I'm going to use Privy. But you can find the same properties I'm finding with Zillow, uh, which is it's a software that, same thing as PropStream, Batch Lead. They all have like 7-day trials if you do want to try it. But Zillow works the same way. If you're just looking for properties to talk to agents, or if you just want to go to a real estate meetup, that's how I find a lot of my wholesalers. Real estate meetups, they're going there all the time. So people that actually host real estate meetups, they bring it. They teach wholesalers how to wholesale, whatever the case is. I'll go to those meetups just to kind of pick and choose which wholesalers have deals and talk to them, and then tell them to bring me their leads. So using other people's stages and grabbing their audience. So I'm all about trying to figure out the free way how to get things done, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So outline of this 30-day trial is I'm not gonna sit on the phone for 3 hours and call agents. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. That's unrealistic. I'm gonna What the 3 hours I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call agents. Yeah. And I'm gonna have meaningful conversations. I'm gonna say like, what's going on with the property, what else can I add value to your business? What are you looking for? What connections do I have? Is I mean, somebody may need something that I have a resource to somebody else. So I'm going to, act onto that. I'm gonna build rapport. I'm gonna have conversations. I'm gonna get cussed out. I'm gonna get cussed out. I'm gonna get hung up on. I'm gonna get the worst of the worst. I just know I am. Because there's be days where I don't have the best mouthpiece. I can't talk to these agents and always get a sale. I don't know anybody can. I'm sure that some people can, but I can't do it. I'm gonna get there though. But yeah, I'm gonna get the worst of the worst. I know I'm gonna get that, and that's just part of the journey. Like that's like people don't see. People always see like the end results of like when I get deals. Like they see like, oh, I got a contract. Oh, okay, I got this. I got a creative deal. I got this. I got that. But they don't see all the other mistakes and all the other hangups, the FUs, the don't ever call me again. Why you waste my time? The know-it-alls. They don't get all those. They don't hear all that stuff. So I'm gonna show you all that raw for the next few hours. That could be, and honestly, I go straight days, like a whole work day, maybe 2 work days of just getting hung up on, getting cursed out, and you just gotta keep calling, keep trying to turn these agents and wholesalers and sellers. I always hear, how do you attract bees with honey or vinegar? I'll be sweet to them. I'll be like, hey, look, maybe we're not ready fit and stuff like that. I don't ever try to bug back at them because that's not gonna help me, but get me frustrated and hang up this live. So I'm gonna be sweet with them. I'm saying, hey, maybe we're not a good fit. Hang on. I usually laugh when people be mean to me. It's funny to me when people do that. It's like you really have time to like put somebody else down, but people do. So you're gonna see me laugh at those calls. You're gonna see me hang up, dial the next one, and get back on the phone. You're gonna see all that. So with that being said, I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. I'm gonna show you the full workday of what I do as an investor. Let's see. That's so funny that I really went a whole 15 minutes explaining everything. And you guys were not even here. Late to my first rodeo. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been planning it since last year. Um, Planning it since last year that I wanted to do a live like where I just kind of I I've always been the person I just want to start something very new and record it all the way through. And so I might extend this out to like maybe like a couple months. It depends on how what kind of feedback I get for it. So please drop comments, links, how I can, introduce myself better on the phone with agents, however you guys do, how I can, guide a conversation, what questions to ask, what else? Any kind of comments you have, any kind of constructive criticism, because everything else will be ignored. So yeah, anything else that you guys kind of have, let me know, lay it on me. And so that way I can kind of help you guys out for the next time. So let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go on Privy. I'm gonna be looking at the DFW area. Why DFW? Because this is my backyard. And DFW's hot. DFW's hot. I'm gonna be looking at homes that have been on the market for about 80 days and longer. Reason being, reason being is because these are homes that just been sitting on the market. They either have a long motivation where they've been trying to drop the price and they just hit the market shift where like they're not getting the prices they were back in the summer of 2022, and they're probably still in denial. And or it's just the fact that they can't lower the price down because of whatever reason. We're gonna figure it out. These are the sellers that kind of are likely more open to doing things creatively, just because they want to get their house sold and move on to wherever they're going with. Um, so it's either I'm gonna do creatively, or I'm gonna be doing like a low cash offer. I'd rather not do cash offers just because it's a slap in the face sometimes, and I don't even like personally. I don't like personally giving cash offers simply just because like it's like, bro, you don't give me how much, and that's a quick reason to get hung up on. Um, it's a quick way to get hung up on, but it's a realistic way. So as long as I'm breaking down some of why I had to go with that cash offer, because the interest is super high for investors, and it makes no sense for me to buy it at the price you're wanting or even close to it when I'm trying to rent it and put a family in there. And my rental my what is it? My mortgage is higher than what I can get for a rental rate, a rental. So, me educating investors, I'm not investors, me educating agents and sellers on this type of mindset and stuff like that, it's gonna take some time. And I have to do it every single day because it makes no sense how, some agents really think. And it's really crazy because I took two real estate license exams and I didn't learn any of this stuff in the 4 years that I've been an agent. Like they don't teach you none, they don't teach you how to comp in real estate school. They don't teach you how to evaluate homes. They don't teach you none of the stuff I've been learning in the last 8 months. I learned so much in the last 8 months. I learned in the last 4 years. It's ridiculous. Like agents don't know as much as you think. So that's another reason why I want to do this because agent outreach, people are scared to talk to agents because they went to school for this, so they know everything about. No, it's the same thing as lawyers. Lawyers don't know everything about the law. I talk to attorneys all the time, real estate attorneys, and title companies all the time. They're saying, "Oh, this is illegal to do. You can't do it this way. You can't subject to someone's mortgage and take over their payments." Yes, you can. It's right there on the HUD statement. You just probably never looked at it, but you never dealt with that. So I'm gonna be dealing with a whole bunch of know-it-alls and stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna have a party. Let's see. So yeah, so I'm going for 80 days on the market. I'm going for 3x2s, things that are probably 1,300 square feet and higher, preferably 1980s and newer. So if you guys are looking for my buy box, that's my buy box. 3-2 plus, 1,300 square feet and above, 1980s years and newer. In the DFW area, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Florida, Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, Miami. I don't really care for Miami that much. It's all hype. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. So if you guys have any deals to kind of show me, or if you guys want to go through deals, like I'm here for 3 hours. So if you guys just come on the live and you guys just want to go through deals, I'd be happy to kind of comp a deal, work it over with you. If you guys have a creative deal you guys want to kind of break down, bring it on. We'll break it down and see where we need to be at to make it work. We'll do all of that right here on live. So I'm about to go ahead and look up this first house, call these agents, and do what we do. Brad from Keller Williams. You're my first victim, brother. And I usually just go on Google to find all these agents' numbers because they have to register with the NRA or whatever realty group they're in, and it usually pops up their number 9 times out of 10. All right, Brad. All right, let's give Brad a call. My baby girl already calling me. Oh, we got some dogs.
Hello, thank you for calling the Kissick Realty Group today. We are
That is not what I expected to answer. If in case you didn't know, you have to call agents twice. It's like a untold rule. You always have to call agents twice. Agents never answer the phone on the first ring. Don't know why. Very, very crazy to me, but agents don't answer on the first ring. And yeah, that's really crazy to me. Let's go find another number. Oh, we got another name. Got another name. We got a Ben. I don't even want to try to say his last name.
hello, thank you.
Yeah. So I got another name right here. I got another number. 21, 1283.
It's Ben.
Hey Ben, what's up, my man? This is Damien.
Hey, man.
Hey, I was looking at your listing on Renaissance Drive.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like a beautiful property. So I was kind of wondering what was kind of going on.
Not much. I've had several showings on it,
Okay.
especially here lately. The guys were going to move down south for his job, and then decided they weren't moving, but they were still going to sell their house and downsize a little bit.
Okay. Got you.
But other than that, I mean, there's not much wrong with this nice house.
Yeah, no, exactly. 'Cause I mean, it looks like it's really nice, and I just saw it there for a while, so I didn't know if it was anything like structurally wrong or something going on with the sellers that they didn't want to take a certain offer. What the case was.
Not that I know of.
Okay, got you. Cool. So I'm an investor, so I'm looking at this one as an investor type of investing type of property, and so that's just the main thing with me. I mean, it doesn't look like it's gonna be a fix flip, right? So I mean, everything's look like structurally sound. It doesn't look like I need to fix it up to make it to 2020, or I guess from 2023 now standards. So that's kind of my main thing. So it's gonna be like a rental, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, with me making this a rental, I mean, it just has to make sense for me to kind of buy it all in cash. So it's, ideally it's not going to be the exact price that they're looking for. Is that kind of a problem, or where they kind of looking at?
It just depends, man. It depends on what their bottom line is.
Okay, got you. Okay, cool. So, that's what I'm curious on working out. I'm curious on working out. So whatever their kind of bottom line is, I mean, it's two ways I can do it, right? So I can do cash,
Right.
and I can do
I can tell you. I'm not going to tell you a number. You're going to have to send something over and let me send it to them
okay.
for me to tell you yes or no.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you it's going to come down to the bottom line. So if they just come back and say no, then we're way off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So worst case scenario, if they don't, I mean, it looks like they've been for a while. Worst case scenario, if they don't end up getting the price they're looking for, what's their next plan?
They'll just keep it.
Okay, got you. Okay, cool. So I'll work on that number and
Nobody's
just.
in a place to have to sell it. That's the issue here.
Okay, got you. Okay, so I'll work it out and see what we can do and kind of work that way. But why so have you been? Well, I talked to is Brad the agent on this or you're the agent on this one?
Well, everything's under Brad, but it's fine.
Okay, got you. Okay, works. So I mean, are you working anything else right now that I can take a look at? That I can they still have listed?
I've got a bunch of those things, but not just to give away.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying that they're not going to take the investor offers.
Okay, got you. Okay, I got you. Okay, that's no worries then. So I mean, if anything comes along the way that needs like some love to it, yeah, it needs some love to it, I can fix it up. Or honestly, even if they're open to doing things more creatively, we can work that out too if they're looking for the asking price.
Yeah, no, I understand. Just send me something over and we'll figure out what we can do.
All right, my man. You have a good one. Okay. Happy New Year's.
All right, you too.
All right, bye. All right. Oh, I forgot my book. Oh, so I'm gonna keep all the calls I'm making. Sheesh. All the calls I'm making inside this book. Brad was no, his name wasn't Brad. His name was Ben. Ben was cool. Ben was cool. It was kind of to the dot with everything. What's up, Diego, my man? He was kind of direct to it. Um, didn't really get much rapport built with him. I mean, like I said, if you guys have any kind of recommendations of what I should be saying to these guys, am gonna write them an offer just to see what his sellers are interested in, and maybe we can work that. This is always gonna be a follow up. It's always gonna be follow up. 70% of deals that are closed are all within follow up. So make sure you always follow up and document what was said, how it was said, what was talked about. 30, 32. I'm feeling kind of good today. I feel like I'm gonna get like a verbal contract today. I only got about an hour and a half, 2.5 hours left. I feel like I can get a verbal contract today. Um, I'm thinking maybe one verbal contract, about 8 hangups, about 7 cussed out calls. What else? I'm gonna get like 2 FUs out of that 7, guaranteed. Ben. Cool. All right, so that's just one call. All right, let's go to the next one. Next call. Also, some of these calls will be calls that I kind of already set up, like calls I already set up to what is it? To because I mean, obviously, I already had my real estate thing going on before next year, so not everything is gonna be brand new. Like these are gonna be some calls that I set up previously before that I had to do a follow up call. So you're gonna see my follow up calls and how I'm checking in on people and stuff like that. Like I actually might call follow up with a seller that I've been trying to follow up with since before August, September. No, July. So since July, I've been following up since July. So I might just give him a call to see how the new year's going, this and that, blah blah blah. Let's see. Kathy. Call agents for a little bit. So I'm gonna be bouncing around, calling my follow-ups. Just make sure I get on the phone and call. Make sure I'm on the phone calling. I probably should have started my follow-ups honestly, but I wanted to kind of show you guys how to approach an agent. So I'm gonna do a few of these. Kathy Lula should be the one.
Hello, this is Kathy O'Toole with Compass.
When I tell you, always have to call agents twice. Don't know why. What I should have asked Ben is, why do you think it hasn't sold yet? I need to ask that every time.
Hello, this is Kathy O'Toole with Compass.
I'll leave her a text. As soon as I leave her a text about what it is, they'll send me a text back and say, oh, I'm wrapped up in so. 304. No. Hey, Kathy. This is Damien. I was calling about your listing on Springs Drive. All right. I guarantee I'll get the text back in a few minutes. Cool. We got another one. We just got a pool. Shelly. I feel like I know this. I feel like I called her. Oh, it's pending. So I still call it? Nah, I ain't gonna waste my time. On to the next one. It's in Grand Prairie. That's where I'm from. Okay. GP. I'm from Grand Prairie. Arlington, Grand Prairie. All right, let's. Oh, I don't know how to say her name at all. Oh, Oness. Oh man, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be a funny. Onis. I'm try it. I'm gonna get it right though. I feel like I'm gonna get it right. Hopefully I get it right. 214.
Hi, this is Onise with Texas
I said it
Home
right.
Realtors.
I had to go straight down to the voicemail. That was Onis.
Hi, this is Onise.
Same thing. I'm gonna give her a text. Hold on. Sorry, that was a baby girl. She's supposed to be taking a nap, but she hates taking naps. Let me see. Yes, Diego, follow up is key. Absolutely right. I forgot Onis. Autocorrect won't even spell her name right. Onis. Onis. Listen to this. Listing on Diego. When we gonna do our we're gonna start our podcast, man. I'm gonna definitely start. Every week we'll probably do a podcast at sometime. That actually might be sometime in the podcast. I think my vision of the podcast that I'm kind of looking to is that I want to do a podcast based off entrepreneurs. I do have like a lot of entrepreneur friends that are in different businesses, industries, whatever the case is, and I want to kind of pick their minds as far as the ideas of what they're trying to do, what's their mindset, how they what's their plan on kind of expanding, scaling out in their business. What other kind of business ideas that they're kind of wanting to get into? Is this the only one they want to do, or are they thinking about going on to something else? To me, real estate is the best investment, best industry, best business you can be in, by far. Not the easiest, absolutely not the easiest, but it is the best in my opinion. Better than stocks, better than crypto, better than any of that kind of stuff. But I mean, I know. What did I tell you? Hello.
Hey, this is Onise.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, how you doing, Elise?
good. Thank you.
Yeah, I was giving you a call about your listing on Crossland.
Mm-hmm.
So what's kind of the situation going on with this one? I'm an investor, so I'm just kind of looking on MLS, and this one kind of piqued my interest a little bit.
Well, it would make a great rental home. I don't know if you're flipping or renting.
Oh, I do it all.
Um,
Yeah,
you do it all.
yeah.
In my opinion, it would be a great rental. It's the flipping. You know, right now, I think the market's going to come back after the first. Well, it's already first of the year. Come back. So it needs just a minor updating for to sell top
hmm
dollar again. But they are still a little negotiable. But it's in great. Well, it appears to be in great condition. I sold the house to the lady 20 years ago,
Oh
and
wow.
it is an estate. Um, but her daughter, frequently came over and took care of it. The roof, according to them, is about 3 years old. Um, so
Has it already went through the probate process already?
yeah, she's ready to go.
Okay, awesome, cool. Okay, so cool. So I mean, I'm definitely open to it. I honestly, like you said, like I'd rather make it a rental more than a flip. Is you obviously know that rental rate or interest rates are kind of crazy right now, even trying to do a flip.
Right.
So I don't even want to put my hands on something like that, So I am open to making a rental. It just has to obviously, make sense for, myself and obviously your seller for that to work out because, I'm just looking for cash flow at that point, right?
Right.
So I'm open to it. Um, so she's just trying to, is the daughter living here or is she just, the estate holder
Yeah,
of
no,
it?
no, she's local.
Okay, got you. Okay, cool. So it's vacant right now?
It is vacant.
Okay,
Do you
perfect.
have an ET, or
What was that?
do you have to have an ET?
Oh no, no, I'm an agent as well. I'm mainly an investor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I'd love to try to work something with you. I mean, like I said, they're open. Um, they because of the probate, we didn't get to put on the market until
yeah, right.
after the market started going down. It's like, oh my gosh! But anyway,
Yeah, no. So I want to see. Is it Onice? Am I pronouncing that correct?
you are only.
Okay, awesome. I like when I was about to call you, I was like, I hope I pronounced her name right because I like doing that right. Um, so what my challenge is, I obviously don't like going to the banks, especially nowadays because of interest rates, right?
Right.
So what I want to do is, I mean, at her price, I'm not going to get the best interest rate, trying to do that. And it's obviously no down. I know that we'll have to negotiate that. I don't like doing that nowadays. I don't like negotiating the cash offer to go lower than what it is because a lot of times it's a slap in the face of the sellers, right?
Right.
So what I want to do is I want to kind of get up to her price or 299 price. But to do that, I've had to do things a little bit more creatively to get to that point. So do you know if that's able to room to be open to that?
Um, how creative. I know, even though she's a sole executor or whatever, I know she had some siblings and stuff like that she wanted to share in the money.
Okay.
So I guess it would depend on how much you're willing to bring up front.
Yep.
I don't know, for sure. I know she'd prefer just to sell it outright.
Absolutely.
But if there was enough money in her pocket, she might.
Okay. So
If you want to
yeah, let's do
give
that.
me a dollar amount, I'll be glad.
So I'll give you one better.
With,
I'll give you one better. I'll let her name her amount up front, and then let's work backwards from that point. Because the thing is, I don't wanna say a number that she's not okay with, and then that kind of be dead. I want to see where she's comfortable with, and try to do my job to kind of work with her to get her to that number.
okay, so let me make sure I understand. If I can get a dollar amount from her as far as what she would consider upfront, you would still want to finance the rest like owner finance?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's like, is this already paid off? 'Cause I know you said she had it for like 20 years.
Oh yeah, no, it's clear.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, let's do that. It's like, so what number will make her happy, comfortable? Because I mean, like we're in the business of, we're going against pre-foreclosures. We're helping them out of their situation. So sometimes we'll give them like $5,000. In other instances, some people have no equity, so we may give them like, sometimes they're like, hey, just take my house payments. I need to relocate somewhere else. So whatever she feels comfortable with, that she can kind of live with right now and help her other siblings on, let's try to get to that number and figure out what we need to do to get that.
Okay.
Okay.
I will touch base with her, and I can't guarantee today, but I will get back with
Oh
you.
no, absolutely. I'll definitely follow up with you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Anish, you have a good one.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Cool. See, I feel like Onice would be. I had a good feeling she was gonna be the one. Onice was cool. Definitely follow with Onice. That one's a cute house. It's a little cute house. It definitely needs some remodeling. But I can see it being a rental, and it's in Grand Prairie. That's what I really like. That's what I really like. It's in Grand Prairie. Um, and that's what I'm saying. Like I like talking to like realtors because the realtors understand to a certain extent. Like I didn't even have to break down what subject two was to her. I can tell that she's educated on the whole seller financing ordeal and stuff like that. That's how you be an agent. That's how you be an agent. You open up your sellers to more opportunities than just the traditional trying to sell a house, go get cash out, go get a cash. Because no one has enough cash to buy that. They always leverage it from a bank. So open up your minds to more creative solutions. I hope a lot more agents watch this kind of thing and handle it just like Onice did. That's how you help your souls out to the fullest extent. That's how you do your job. That's not attacking anybody. I don't have anything to do that anybody against, but that's just like a great way of representing your seller. Having more like educating yourself, knowing what a seller finance is, what subject to is, what innovation is, net listing, stuff like that. That's how you be an agent. So I really appreciate her in that call. I'm going to save her number real quick. And first instinct. So I'm gonna break down real quick. Niece. First instinct with that one, seller finance. There's multiple ways we can kind of handle that. So I'm gonna obviously shoot for the lowest down payment I can with her and kind of negotiate that factor in stuff like that. I'm gonna do all that kind of stuff. And then we'll kind of get settled on a number. So I have a few ways I can kind of acquire this property. I have the traditional seller financing way where I can go get, use business credit, private money lender. I can use, a equity partner, um, and then they can join in with me. I can use what else was I about to say? Or I can go get an actual bank financing and have them finance half of whatever she's needing. So I can actually have a bank go out. We'll use my investor loan, for example. They'll go out and fund the other half. So I'll say like say she needed like 10%. Say she needed about 30,000, right? To kind of satisfy everybody in her pocket, and then she'll sell finance the rest. So I'll go to my investor loan and I'll say that look, I have this seller trying to finance 30 or 10%, maybe I'll tell them 20%. So I keep 10% inside the deal, so I can either pay for furnishing, pay for myself, pay for the private money lender, pay for all that kind of stuff. It's called the Morby method. So that's another way I can acquire the property. So it's a few different ways that we can do this. So I got the name written down. I'm sure we can make that a deal probably this week. Um, Maybe next week. We'll see. I want to do a deal a week, but we'll see how we can do it. Cool. So that was a quick explanation, and I'll obviously, if you guys follow me all the way through, you'll see what the outcome would be with that property. What in the heck is going on? I knew that lady. Shit. Yeah, I did talk to that lady. So now we're on this property. So they took this off the market. They took that off the market. Took that off the market. That's this is definitely a fixer upper. Okay, cool. So now we got a fixer upper in Arlington. I can just tell from the outside. You can't see the picture, but this picture is like they only got two pictures. One, who is this? I don't know how to say her name. This is gonna irritate me. Um, Investment property. This house needs rehab. Is a good rental from investor after rehab. So this one they're expecting somebody to do a bird strategy. BRRRR meaning buy. I don't even know the acronyms for BRRRR. Buy, rehab, rent, and refinance. No, yeah, refinance, repeat, something like that. Um, but they're basically want me to go in here, fix it up, then rent it out. But if I'm doing that, I need to have a great lender, which I actually kind of do have a good lender that do like 8.5. So it just depends on I need to get this at the right price to do what I need to do. And I may be able to work something out. Obviously, I'm looking at this listing. They've been on the market for about 80 days. They're not dropping down on the price. They need this price. So I'm trying to see what's the best thing we can do to kind of alleviate this situation. I'm thinking this is already an investment property, so they must have a hard. The reason why they haven't dropped is because they can't, and it looks like they didn't even want to finish the project. So what I'm thinking is this is already an investor trying to flip it, and they have a hard money lender on it. So thing is, you can't subject to a hard money lender. You can't do it. Um, I'm not gonna get into why on this one, but you can't subject to a hard money lender, a reverse mortgage, private money lender. You can't subject to those mortgages or to those loans. Um, I guess can I show you guys like share screen to see how the layout is unique? Present. Yeah, I ain't doing all this. Uh, share screen. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. So, yeah. So I'm sorry. I'll figure that out for the maybe next week's. I don't know if I'll do it by tomorrow, but I'll figure out how to do all that, how to do the split screen thing and all that kind of jazz. Um, but I'm telling you guys to make calls and just do it. So I'm gonna just make a call and do it. Okay. So Onice just texted me. She said no to the owner financing. I'm gonna figure out why. Because it's certain reasons why they don't want to do it, and their house has already been on the market for so long that I may be able to convince her otherwise. Um, but I'll give her a cash offer that makes sense for myself, and I'll kind of reason with her to say that I can get you a better offer if we do this way. Um, and I'll probably go over that with you guys too. Yeah, let's go ahead and give them a call, I guess. Actually, I'm not gonna waste my time with that. There's gonna be no reason. But these guys are wanting 220 when the market value is that much. Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever. And they're probably an investor that just can't do it that way. So I'm not gonna waste time doing that. It's like a new build. I don't do new builds either. So anything that's 20 built in 2022, I'm not doing it. Things 2021, yeah, we can do that because that's people that just bought it that lived in it trying to sell it. Okay, this is another investment property. 230. Okay, so this is a fixer upper kind of property. I'm not doing any fixer uppers. Well, I'm not doing a per se fix and flip. I'd rather do an ovation than a fix and flip. Carpet needs to be pulled out. So this is probably me gonna be pitching an ovation. I actually don't pitch many ovations. I think I pitched like maybe two. Pitched like two. All right, but let's give it a call. See what's going on. Talk to Jill. Jill.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Jill Bellion.
Jill sounds so sweet.
Hello there.
Hey, Jill, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Hey, this is Damien. I was giving you a call about your listing on Grandalia. I'm about to say I'm saying that all wrong. I already felt it the way I said it. I was like, I'm saying that all wrong. It's Granada, right?
It should be closing tomorrow, we pray.
Oh, so awesome. Okay, well, congrats. Okay, well, in that case, I mean, keep me as a good backup. If things don't go the way planned, definitely keep my number as a backup then.
Okay, I got your number in here twice because you called, so I will text you if something happens.
Absolutely. And while I still have you, do you have kind of anything else I can kind of look at that you have listed or not listed yet?
I don't have any off market right now, no.
Okay, no worries then. I'll just follow up and see how this one goes, okay?
Okay.
And congrats. No worries.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Well, that one's a no. Actually, I'm gonna still write that down to follow up because you never know. It says it's supposed to close tomorrow. I've heard people say it's supposed to close a lot of times, and they just don't end up closing. And the fact that she said willing, it's been a minute on the market, so that's probably why. Granada. I don't know what I said. I feel like I said granola. Duncan. Yeah. All right, cool. I feel like I have called her before. I definitely called Jen Rock before. And that's funny because I'm on here so much, like I've called the same agents. What was wrong with? Oh, she texted me. She texted me and asked me about. I know because I remember this address. Wilt. No. Wills. Yes. Any update on Willsport? So this one's. No, I'm gonna get into it. that one's just not gonna happen. Next one, Leston. Cool. Alrighty. Cool. Do a quick run through the pictures. This house doesn't really need work on the inside. I would say more work on the outside. This looks like it may be a flip already. This looks like it may be a flip. Let me see. And I gotta remember to make sure I ask what's been stopping it from selling. I don't think I asked that directly or literally word for word, so I need to make sure I ask that this time. And these are all the same mistakes that guys would make, and I'm making them right now. So this is what this is for. This is for you guys to build that confidence, saying that I can just do this. All he's doing is calling people, just having conversations. I can do this. That's to do. Leston. I think sometimes I gotta be mindful of what I say because I'm not just like I be recording myself on my Zoom and I'll just be posting it. But this one's actually live, so I can't just be saying the silly stuff I'll be saying. I can see it.
Hello.
Hey, Lester, this is Damien. How you doing, my man?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. I was looking at your listing on Bellingham.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's kind of going on with that one? I see it's been there for a little bit, but it looks like a beautiful home.
I mean, I agree with you. There's nothing I could honestly tell you. It's just it doesn't get showings.
Oh, really? And
Yeah,
it's
it
really
doesn't.
probably just because the market, honestly, the market shift kind of hit when you guys kind of listed it.
Yeah, well, not even that. I took it over. It was an expired listing.
Mm-hmm.
I took it over from another agent that overpriced it way too high in the heat of the market. Um, and that didn't help. Like I think they were originally priced at like five something.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, what the hell? And then he was like, oh, my agent told me I could list at that. And then when I pulled comps, I was like, what? I said, you can't. Did they not look at the comps in the immediate area? So that I got it, and it was like four. I think average you got it like 410. And
Yeah.
then it the market changed. You know what I mean? And then it sat at 410 for like 30 days, and I told them to drop it to like 390, and then it sat for like 15 days. So I told him to drop it because it's like the market changed, so everything prices kind of like went down.
Yeah.
So I told him he kind of has to like follow that price down trend.
Yeah.
And I mean we've been at like three. I don't know what it's at now, but we've been at 370 something for a while now, and it's honestly just been sitting there with no showings.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's agents like you that we need more of because the fact that like that agent was really just trying to get a commission, and you can tell by the way he kind of just threw that pricing out there, like knowing that that's not what the seller's gonna get, especially the heat of the
Correct.
moment. So,
Correct.
and the fact that you educating the seller and taking time to show him or her like why it should be listed this way, that shows bounds and leaps of your agency. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because I'm having to educate agents all the time, like where are you getting your comps from? Like where's this number coming from? This and that, blah 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 blah.
Right.
Okay, cool. So okay, cool. So they're at 379. That's where they're coming from. What are they still living here? Or is this kind of they already moved out and everything?
Sorry, one second. I don't have that. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
No. I was saying so it looks like they moved out, right?
They've never lived in there. They had it staged.
It was an estate sale.
No, they had it staged, but
Oh,
the
they had it
tax they just
staged.
bought.
Okay, okay, got you. Okay, no worries then. Okay, cool. So I'm looking at this one. I like so I'm coming in as an investor. I'm licensed, but I'm mainly an investor. So I'm looking as an investment property. And
Okay.
yeah, so with this one, I mean, it obviously they already put it up to 2023 standards. Like they did the whole thing with it, right? So this is not
Uh,
gonna be a fix and flip property for me. It's probably more of like a rental that I
okay.
kind of converted to. So with that being said, I mean it has to make sense for me to cash flow from it. And with interest rates being the way it is, it's kind of making it harder for me to kind of get to the price that the sellers are wanting. So I'm trying to figure out what's kind of the best case scenario that we can kind of work out to kind of be on the same page. Um,
What number are you thinking in your head that you are wanting that for?
so as cash, I'm gonna have to run the numbers on. Cash, I'm gonna have to run the numbers just simply because I just see what the run rates are in the area. I kind of wanted to pick the mind to see like what the situation was. And yeah, rental rates in that area. Do you have an idea what they kind of are?
I would have to ask my second
That's fine. I
listing
mean, I'll
agent,
look that up on
but
my side. Yeah, that's no worries. I'll look that up on
yeah,
my side.
but
But
we have that. We have that because I think we have it for rent as well. Because the seller basically wants to get it off his hands. He's had it for too long.
yeah.
He says he shouldn't have a flip for that long.
Oh, this is a flip for
So
him.
yeah, this is
That's
a
what I
flip.
thought. That's what I thought. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. And I'm assuming he has like a hard money loan that's attached to it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And his interest is eating him alive.
Yep, makes sense. Okay. What is it? What is it? What y'all have it rented for? Do you know that?
I'm so, I noticed my listing.
Okay, no,
So
that's no
I get
worries.
I get the deal. I get the photos. I meet the seller. I throw it on the market, and then my second listing agent does all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you
So I
delegate.
don't. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel you. Okay. So let me follow up with you to see what the run rates are. I might be open to doing something like that. If he's open to maybe doing a rental, it has to make sense. for me, and maybe we can work something out that way. I'm open to renting it out. If he's open to renting it to a company, I mean that way he don't have to worry about it being trashed or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's try to work that out to see what we can do there. And yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, regardless if you want to purchase it, if you want to rent it, if they're both up for rent on both options, I do know he just wants to get this home
Okay,
off his
cool.
hands as soon as possible. So, throw a number out there and hopefully we can make a deal work.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's do that then. I'll definitely I'll follow up with and do I need to follow up with your second listing agent to kind of get the numbers and everything, or is it okay?
If you want whatever, if you want a knowledgeable conversation, speak to me.
Okay.
If you want numbers and someone to respond quicker, speak to him.
Okay, got you. Okay, I got that. Let me make sure I got his number too, or is it him or her?
It's a him, EC.
Okay. What's his number?
Uh, it's gonna be. Sorry, 1 second.
No, you good.
It's gonna be 817-291-1999.
1999. All right, and then it sounds like you work with investors a lot though.
I work with everybody.
Okay, cool. So I mean, what do you kind of running into? Do you work like mainly seller investors or more like buyer
Everybody.
investors? Okay, cool.
Everybody.
So I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
seller, buyer, investor, seller, buyer, builder, maybe like I've done all. I don't like those. Let me not say I don't like. That's the wrong word. I don't really work with those whole like, hey man, find me a whole market property for me to fix and flip. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's other things I'd rather do with my time than to go digging for
Yeah.
needle and haystacks.
Bird dogging basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel that. So I mean, if you come across anything that situation where a seller can't per se, they have no equity in the house, so they can't sell it, or they're pre-foreclosure, anything like that. I mean, any kind of situation, honestly, I'll buy anything if they're open to doing things creatively. Especially that. So if they're in any kind of situation where they're not getting the cash offer they want to, and it's been on the market for too long, let me be your buyer for them. We work it out, and I'll still make sure you get paid your commission.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely like to hear more about that. And that's something you could run by EC as well because he's better at keeping you in the logbook than I am.
Okay.
It's definitely something we could get done.
Okay. And isn't it are you saying EC?
Hey, and yeah, EC's his name. I have another call coming.
Yeah, go ahead.
Switch over, but just touch base with EC if you need anything.
All right, guys. No worries. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Oh, it's my brother's birthday. I forgot. Cool. So, Leston's cool. Leston's cool. I feel like Leston might be one of those agents that he's from New York. I knew he had an accent. Did y'all hear the accent? He's from New York. That's where the accent was coming from. Like when I was talking to him, I was like, "Where is this dude from?" Leston, DFW agent. Yeah, no, that was funny. I was like, he has an accent from somewhere. I just don't know where it's from. All right, cool. On to the next one. So we have to go start. I haven't got cussed out yet. Not really surprised though. All right, next property. It's a decent home. It's in Forney. And Leston kind of talked about him not really it's not really him not understanding it, but it's something that he's more interested in getting to know. I did not mean to do that. Something he's more interested in getting to know. It's about like doing things more creatively and stuff like that. So he's open to it, and what you'll get a lot nowadays, especially this year, you got a lot of agents that are going to be more. It's words I want to use, but I don't know how to pronounce them. Susceptible to doing things more creatively because they want to get a check. That's it. They want to get a check too, and they got to find more avenues to get that check because there's regular traditional cash only kind of market is just not their market anymore. So they gotta be adaptable and kind of know more strategies. Dana.
Hi, this is Dana Duckworth. I'm not available. Hi, this is Dana Duckworth. I'm not available right now, but please leave a message.
All right, Dana. I'm gonna call you, text you. Dana, this is Dana. I was calling about your listing on cool. On to the next one. It's Pedro. I feel like I know this house too. Oh, I feel like I know this house. Dana texted me instead of calling me back. I'm interested in buying it. Looks like a beautiful home. Was hoping to get a few questions about it. Okay. Now, I can't sit here and text all day, so she's either gonna call me or she's not. That's that. Otherwise, I'm gonna move on to the next property. Oh, I did. So I have talked to Pedro because I typed his name in before and it's purple instead of blue on my thing. So it's for some reason that didn't go through. Bro, I'm not gonna sit here and text you all day. I'm just not like that's just not gonna happen. Just uh, we can get out the phone or I don't have time to text. So actually, I think I might. What's Pedro's thing? I'm gonna call Pedro anyways because I'm gonna say so I have talked to him before. I don't have time to just sit here and be texting people.
Hello?
Hey Pedro.
Yeah.
Hey Pedro, it's Damien. We talked we talked about like a week, maybe a week and a half ago about the listing on Housley Drive.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not, my client decided not to sell. We're not on the contract.
Oh, they're not gonna sell anymore?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries then. I mean, if they ever change their mind, I'll still be your buyer for it. So just let me know, okay?
Okay.
All right, and whilst I have, do you have any other kind of properties you have listed or not listed yet or anything like that?
Yeah, I do. Check it out.
Yeah. Where would I check it out at?
From another investor, it's another wholesaler.
Okay.
I mean,
that
there's a lot
works.
of room for you guys to still make something.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm a buyer, so I'll be the buyer on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm a buyer, so I don't mind paying you and the wholesaler. It just depends on what that ends up being. So,
Yeah, 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 of course.
yeah. So, what are the details on
Okay,
that
so
one?
let me tell you, let me give you the address. They're on the MLS. You can see everything there. One is 5006 Bartlett Avenue.
Are you saying Charlotte?
Bartlett, Bartlett.
And if you don't mind, just text that to me because I'm pretty sure I didn't spell that right.
All right, I'll text you the full addresses right now.
Yeah, that works. I appreciate it.
All right, cool.
All right, my man. You have a good one. All right, cool. They decided not to sell. Arlington. It's pending. Hold on, guys. Let me get this baby girl up so she can stop whining. I'll be right back. All right, cool. Sorry about that, guys. So, if you're watching this live, well, it don't matter because you'll be back here. So, I will just fast forward 5 minutes, but it's too late to say that. Cool. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep making these calls. I'm not gonna focus on pending. I'm just gonna keep going to the people that have active listings and figure out what's going on. Again, if you guys have any any feedbacks on what I'm talking about, what I'm saying, questions I should be asking, please leave in the comments. Andrew Webb. I feel like I talked to him before too.
Your call has been forwarded. Your call has been forwarded to an auto.
That's a nice home. It was in Carrollton too. It's 4x2. Also, I'm gonna be looking for a house for me and my wife. We're gonna probably buy a house subject to. Um, One reason, because it's cheaper. Second reason is because I wanted to kind of show you guys how you can do a house hack. Well, it's a way you can house hack. It's a different kind of house hack than most people talk about, but it's a house hack in a sense because you're hacking the regular way of doing things. You're not having to go get a traditional mortgage and put your name on a thing and all that kind of stuff. You're house hacking, taking over someone else's mortgage, paying lower on your monthly mortgage, which in a sense that's all you're doing as a traditional house hack. You're buying it, renting it out to someone else, or renting out a portion of it to someone else so you can lower your mortgage payment. Um, I'll get Hello, hello.
Hello. Hi, this is Kathy O'Toole, returning your phone call.
Yes. I'm sorry, Kathy.
Willow Spring.
Yeah, no worries. You do you mind reminding me which I've been talking to a lot of agents today. I know I called you about one of your properties. Which one was that one?
304 Willow Springs in Capel.
Okay. Let me go back to that one second. I was really calling to see because I know I think that one's been on the market for a little bit, right?
Yeah, we started too high. That was when the market started changing.
Got you. And it's just now kind of catching up to speed now with how everything's going.
Yeah, I think we're priced right now. We're getting a lot more showings.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I got it right here. This is a good cleanup property. Awesome. Yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, there's nothing was wrong with this because I'm an investor. So I'm an investor. I'm also licensed, but I'm mainly an investor, right? So I saw this one. I'm like, this kind of checks a lot of my boxes. I'm not really doing fix and flips right now just because you know how crazy interest rates are in the market. I'm not trying to put myself through that. So I'm mainly doing like kind of buy and hold rentals right now. So I saw
Yeah.
this one; it was already kind of fixed up and looks good. So I'm kind of wondering what was kind of going on. What kind of I didn't know if they had any structural problems or anything like that, or the sellers weren't getting the cash offer they wanted.
No, the good thing about this one, well, one, it's since you're an investor, I'll tell you, it's my mom's property, and this house has never been a rental property. It was a lady bought it when it was brand new. Anyway, lived there long enough. She was a grandma. She did not die in the house, but her grandson sold it to my mom off market. So my mom's the second owner, and she's now living with me and wants to buy a place at the lake, but wants to sell this before she finds that. So it's basically been taking care of old people that are meticulous about taking care of stuff. But,
Yeah,
they don't really keep up with the times on decorating, right?
yeah,
So I had to move her out and get all her antiques out of there, and then painted the whole house, new carpet, even painted the baseboards, the doors, the kitchen cabinets, the closets. So new carpet, new paint, painted the exterior, all the, over time, where the water hits puts, wood rot around the garage and other places. Had all that fixed, so nothing needs to be done. Put new blinds in it, new ceiling fans in it, put a few recessed lights in it, replaced all the glass except for one window on the back patio that didn't need it, and then the windows in the French doors did not get replaced. The roof was replaced in 12 from hail damage. 40-year shingles on there. It lasts till the next hailstorm. That's how that goes. AC was replaced 5 to 6 years ago, and heater, HVAC replaced. The water heater was removed from the inside of the house and moved out to the garage when my mom bought it.
Okay.
There was foundation work done, probably 3 years after she moved in. And then she had them come back out and tweak it probably 3 years ago. So there's a warranty on all that work. And basically that's on the east and west sides of the house, on the outside walls. And then I think there were 2 piers put in the garage.
Okay. So, I mean, you guys did the works already. Like, you guys basically flipped it.
I know. So you just buy it and put renters in it, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of stuff you guys from doing that?
What do you mean?
Like, just making it a rental?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Buy it and put a sign in the yard. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, and I painted the wrought iron fence, too.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, and we had the tree company come and lift all the canopies, so that was another $600.
Yeah, I mean, you guys put a lot of work in there.
Where the, where it was kind of thin with the grass, so I had some zoysia brought in and filled in those spots.
Yeah, no, I mean,
absolutely nothing that has to be done except for if you want to make it look brand new and, put all the latest, greatest things in it. But the kitchen's fine. It's got a walk-in shower, and then it's got a bathtub in the other one, so if somebody's got a kid, they can wash the bath. Bathe the baby. Oh, and then the master bedroom has 2 walk-in closets, which makes that.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that in the pictures actually. I thought that was like really nice. Because I can tell it has like a second kind of walk room in it. Or is that the master? I'm thinking that's the master.
Yeah, that's the master.
Yeah.
It's got its own bathroom in there. It's not huge, but it's a shower, toilet, and sink.
Yeah.
And then the other bathroom, like next door to it for the guest rooms or whatever you want to call it, has a tub shower and then a toilet and a sink.
Yeah, and that's not a walkthrough. That's not a walkthrough, but it's a walkthrough. But those 2 closet doors don't connect, right? They are just 2 separate doors.
It's 2 separate doors, so you could knock down the wall inside it and make it one huge closet.
Okay, got you. Okay, cool.
Or
Yeah.
you could take some of that one of the closets and give it to that other bedroom closet, right?
Yeah, no,
So
absolutely.
it depends on who you're renting it to and how they want to use it. And then that front bedroom, she used for an office, and it already had like shelving in the closet, but it still has the rod. So you can take those shelves out and just make it a regular closet, or if it's an office, then you've already got some shelves in the closet to hold stuff.
Exactly. Okay, and just make it like a little, like a room kind of back there.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's definitely awesome. Okay, yeah, no, I mean.
And when I had the real pictures taken, when they painted, I just had them kind of whitewash the brick, and it looked like crap. So then I just had them come back. So now the fireplace brick and mantle are all, freshly painted white to match the trim.
Yeah, and I see that in the back patio. Is that what you're talking about? The back patio kind of?
And then did I say the blinds are new too?
Oh no, you didn't mention the blinds.
Blinds are all new too, except for the one in the kitchen because she replaced that one not too long ago. So that one's one that rolls up and down with a chain.
No, I mean, Kathy, you guys did a major remodeling to this home.
So it's ready to go.
Yeah, it's definitely 100% ready to go.
You can take that price off, your commission, and get a lower price.
Yeah, no, and that's honestly.
Pay whatever you want.
Yeah, no, because I mean, in this sense, I mean, I'd only want to be paying you and just making it that way, and just kind of making it work. So make sure you get paid and the house gets sold. I'm definitely more than happy to doing that. My only challenge is, obviously with the market the way it is, it's making it harder for me to cash flow. With me taking out a loan from the bank and me getting charged like 7-8% and not being able to cash flow at the right amount for what I'm purchasing it at, right? So that's my
Yeah,
only
she's
challenge
not
with it.
doing seller financing. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
If you're wanting seller financing, she's not going to do it.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine too. I mean, just out of curiosity, what's kind of stopping her from doing that too?
Because she wants that cash to go buy her lake house.
Yeah, absolutely. How much is she looking at it for?
What?
How much is she looking to put a down payment for it towards?
She just wants to pay cash.
Oh, she wants to pay cash and empty it all out. That's not going to work out for her at all.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
She's 87 and she grew up paying cash.
Yeah.
She owns this outright, so she is not going to finance her house.
Okay, that's no worries. Well, I mean, yeah. If anything, I mean, if the options are open, I mean, I don't mind doing cash. I don't do a lot of cash, but I don't mind doing cash at all. It's just not gonna be at the exact price that they're probably asking for, and that's not to be like a slap in the face of per se her or anything. It's just honestly to make it make sense. But I mean, obviously she wants to get to her house in in the by the lake. Is it the Grapevine Lake she's trying to go by, or which one?
You know what? We're not even looking. Right now I'm about to tell her to move back in because she's driving me crazy.
Right. I definitely understand.
Yeah. So work your numbers, and I mean it can't be $300,000. It's got to be pretty close to the sales price. Let's just say it probably needs to be, if you're all cash, it would probably need to be 375.
Mm-hmm. And that's what she needs to kind of get where she's going. Okay. And that's
And that's if you're not taking a commission.
yeah, no, absolutely. I got you.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Let me see what my numbers are. I mean, that's the best I can do. So let me do my side and see if we can get her where she's trying to go, and help you out too with getting her off your back.
Well, if you want to come see it. But I can tell you it is. I've been making people wear booties for the carpet. And I'm like, no, this is staying brand new, people.
Yeah.
The carpet.
No, absolutely. I mean, you put thousands of dollars into it just for remodeling it.
She probably put 20 in it.
Yeah.
With what she's done, just to put it on the market right now, between probably about 17, maybe 15 to 17K.
Okay.
To get it where it is right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, it's I was like, what's broken, Mom? What needs fixed? She goes, sometimes the disposal sounds funny. I said, does it work? And she goes, yeah, it works. I said, okay. Anything else?
Right. As long as it be something. But no, okay.
And there was no water damage during Snowmageddon or anything like that. I've been over there during the cold with the water dripping and the cabinet doors open and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, someone just buy it. Please buy it.
Yeah. No, I know it's tough out here right now, especially with the market going the way it is. So I definitely 100% understand. So yeah, that's what I'll do. So what I'll do is I'll go run my cash number and see what we can come up with, and it's a 0% chance of her doing any kind of financing. Is there a number at all that?
Guy came by who wasn't up front. He was like, oh, I want to see it like he was just a buyer, and then he trapped me in the house for an hour trying to sell me on him doing seller financing, and he's still texting me.
What did he try to present with you?
I'll give her like 20 grand, and then I have attorneys that'll write the deed and blah, 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 and then maybe I can pay it off in 5 years. I'm like, she might not even be alive in 5 years. No.
Yeah.
She's not living with me for 5 years, so no.
And he didn't try to make it like into a trust where it can like fall into you or your siblings or anything like that?
No, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Yeah, no, I would thought he'd come with his best foot forward.
Stuff like, I'll pay list price, but then I'll give you like, $1,500 a month. I'm like, dude, if I wanted to rent it, we would just rent it.
Yeah.
And then she would rent a place. But she wants cash.
Okay. So let's get her some cash.
Financing, but she's not going to sell her finance.
Okay. So let's figure out how to get her some cash and we'll work that way and see what we can get.
Perfect.
Okay. Absolutely. I appreciate you, Kat. Thanks for calling back.
Okay.
All right. Bye. So yeah, cash is not working for her at all. At all. That's funny. Cash is not working for her at all. But I mean, creative's not working for her at all. But let me not say that because it's all in the follow up, man. I'm telling you. How many people told me? I've done 5 creative deals now. 5 in my 8 months. The rest have been wholesales and stuff like that. But in my 5, I've had 4. Four out of the 5 has said they do not want to do creative at all. I need cash. It is mainly because they don't understand it. I give them 3 options. I say, it's 3 reasons why people don't want to do creative with me. It's either they need the money right now, which she's that reason. She needs it right now. Well, no, she doesn't need it right now. They're not motivated. They either need the money right now for a specific reason, or they just don't like me. Yeah, they just don't like me. They don't trust me. They don't understand it. They don't like me. They don't trust me. Whatever the case is, that's usually 3 reasons. They don't understand it. They need it for a specific reason, or they're not really motivated to sell it at all. That's kind of the main reason. So, cool. Her seems like she just needs it right now to put cash towards the next property. But she just wants to have cash. So I can give her a cash offer. It's probably not going to be where she wants to be at, and it just may not be a good fit. But I need to write it down so I can save it. Willow Spring cash. Nothing's wrong with cash offers, guys. It's just the fact that you have to actually send the cash offer. A lot of people say like, "Oh, I want to only do creative nowadays because everybody's doing creative. I want to only do creative," and they'll just stop doing cash. Like cash is terrible. Cash can still get you paid. Cash can still get you paid. Um, the numbers just have to make sense. Pedro, you write Pedro C2. Pedro, 2 listings. Boom, boom. All right, now I gotta go all the way back to where I was before. Daryl. This looks like it was like a this looks like it was a fix and flip as well. Yeah, it was a fix and flip. There's no need to. All right, got a property rock wall. Motivated seller. Sarah Newey. So even in the description, they say motivated seller. I'm not going to mention that they're motivated, but I'm going to figure out that motivation. I'm going to figure how to give her that give me that motivation. So my questions asking like, why do you think this hasn't sold? They're telling me why it hasn't sold. What's going on with the seller? Oh, I talked to Sarah before. I know what this property is. This is that property that she fixed and flipped. Her and the husband fixed and flipped. So, uh, so, hey, but you okay? All right. Huh? Yeah, her and her husband fix and flip this one. Her and her husband fix and flip this one. Sorry. Yeah, and so they're just trying to get it off the market. So they're probably just gonna rent it. I talked to her already. All right, got a little shack over here. Red door. Red door. I can already tell without even looking inside. That's probably a fix and flip. It's people that do renovations. That's what they do. They just do stuff like that. Red doors. And I feel like it's like almost like a mark. Like, oh, an investor did this property. I don't know why. It's just been the thing. I'm almost positive that this is what that is. Home has been leased and is now tenant occupied until managed by judge. Property management. Tenants are not to be disturbed. Hmm. I know when they did this. Um. Hmm. Yeah, let's give him a Christian Gomez call. See why he's trying to sell it if he's already renting it.
Please leave your message.
It's 002.
Please leave your message for.
All right. It's a good looking home. Dwayne Harward. Oh, we'll be having to hold my tongue sometimes because I be just want to say the outlandish stuff. But then again, I don't care. Dwayne. I just know he's black. All right, Dwayne Hayward. It's a beautiful house, though. For real, for real.
Hello, this is Dwayne. I'm sorry.
Come on, Dwayne, bro. I want to talk to you, man. Actually, Crazy. Hey, Dwayne. This is Daniel Lyons. Calling about your listing on Drive. All right, cool. Next property. Some Garland. At least all this. But it pissed me off. Finishing word on the bridge. All will have transport warranties. Stop the car. You'll have to see. Sellers offering commissions for flying allowance in the bedroom. Okay. It's called Robin. I was under contract. I'm gonna waste my time. Keep going. This is obviously Dwayne called me right back as soon as I texted him. Bullshitting, bro. Bullshitting. Sorry, I can't say it on YouTube, but that's what you're doing. Hello?
Hello, this is Dwayne calling you back.
Hey, Dwayne. This is Damien. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can't complain. Blessed and busy.
Good.
Yeah, I was giving you a call about your Ashley listing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So what's kind of going on? I know it's been listed for a minute, but it looks like a beautiful home from what I'm looking at the pictures.
Yeah, it is a beautiful home. Just trying to get a buyer to come in and get it.
Okay.
We put it on the market when it was like at the end of the little hot phase.
Yeah.
Then the market started to cool off, and then we took it off and went in and did updated the bathroom, new tile, new floors, countertops. We took out the sheetrock. I mean the popcorn ceilings out of the home. And
Okay.
we put it back on. So we did some upgrades to it. Put some new light fixtures in. So just trying to get it sold.
Okay. This sounds like a property you did. Is this like something you put together? Like you fixed up?
No.
Okay.
This actually is through HomeLight. They were sold to HomeLight, so HomeLight owns it now, and so they're kind of like Open Door.
Got you. Zillow,
Yeah,
Open Door,
so
stuff like that. Got you.
yeah, they're like them, and so it's for sale through them.
Okay, got you. So I'm an investor, so I'm looking at this as far as like an investment property, right? So
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they did a great job as far as fixing everything back up. So it's not gonna be like something I gotta put some elbow grease into and fix it up, right? So ideally this be a rental
Gotcha.
for myself. So that's the way I'm looking at it. And so as far as that pricing, is it wiggle room there? I saw it did a decrease for like 7,000, so it don't look like they're kind of negotiating that much of a decrease right now.
I can go back to them and see,
Mm-hmm.
what they're willing to take. So if you want to, submit an offer, or, just do that, and I can go back to them with it.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I can definitely do that. Okay, and they looks like they did already the work needed to it, so I'll totally write some up and kind of get that to you. Whilst I have you, are you where you kind of mainly are? Are you in the DFW area or where you
Yeah,
kind of?
I am. I'm actually like 10 minutes from that location, so I'm in the Carrollton.
Okay, cool.
Downtown
I'm a
area.
little bit
Yeah.
north of there. I'm in the McKinney area, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm mainly looking in the DFW area. So I mean, honestly, doing if you come across anything, it don't even have to be a fix and flip. Um, Anything with the sellers kind of in pre-foreclosure, no equity, whatever the case is, they need a certain amount. I'm willing to work with them and kind of figure out what we can do creatively to kind of get them what they need.
Okay.
With them being like an iBuyer, they're probably not able to really negotiate something creatively like that. But if you're working with like a traditional seller or something like that, we can definitely, I mean, make sure you get paid your commission and have another source where if it's not, so it's not just sitting on the market or anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, if you have anything, or just let me know. I'll definitely follow up with you to see where this cash offer could be at. But
Okay.
yeah, keep me in mind.
Sounds good. Okay, we'll do.
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Dwayne called me right back. after I texted them that. Which it's so weird to me that agents do that. Like you hear like if you're like strictly only an agent and you hear your phone ringing, like I can call an agent right now that I know is on his game. He's gonna answer the phone whether he got a listing or not. Like he just gonna answer it. Uh, Cash because he's about his money. Like I'm about to call Michael right now. He don't know even know I'm calling him. Mike, I'm gonna call Mike right now. I guarantee he answer the phone. I haven't talked to Mike in months, like 5, 6 months. Come on, Mike, I built you up. You gotta answer now. Come on, Mike. Oh, Mike. Mike.
Thank you so much for calling. You've reached Mike Osborne.
Well, it happens to the best of them, you know. The fact that I built him up made it that much funnier. Let's call another agent, Deandra. She's kind of a newer agent, whatever the case is.
Hey, Damien.
Hey, Deandra, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
You're doing fantastic. How's your New Year's?
It's going.
Right? I know the same thing. It honestly don't feel like that much of a change when you just like in the industry. It just just keeps going.
Yeah,
Right.
we just keep going and going.
No, I want to follow up with you, see how everything was going.
Everything's going well. Still have a property out of California that I'm trying to get sold actually, and just
Is it that Merlot one? Merlot?
yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at that one again actually. Because I don't really do a lot in California. I know a lot of people that do. But I'm gonna look at that one again. What was the situation? Are they open to doing things creatively with that, or?
No, she's just it's a property is one, it's a single family home, and then the other one is a triplex. It's being called a triplex because it's converted into 3 different units or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so she's just really firm. We got her to come down off the $1 million price tag. We got her to come down to 950 listing point. And just if we could do that cash and get it, out of that probate and out of her hands, I think she'll go for it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So she's at 950 right now.
Yeah,
And
she's
she's
at
wanting
950.
cash. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll definitely I'll look that one over again because I haven't looked at that one in a minute. Just because like I said, I don't really do cash, especially in California. I definitely don't do cash. Just because that market is always going through it at some point.
It's always a problem going out in California. But yeah, she can, and the only reason it's cash the way that it is because it's in probate, and she's trying to get it taken care of.
Yeah, I got you. No worries.
And I don't think any creative financing will work. We've brought her several offers, one being 850, and she turned it down. So she's firm on her price.
Okay. Oh, just curiosity. Why does she think creative's not going to work?
Because she wants cash money.
Okay,
she
got
wants
you.
to get it out of probate, and the judge has told her like whoever buys it needs to come to court with money in hand.
Okay, got you. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll see what the cash investors out there are kind of looking at, and she doesn't want 850, so she turned that down. So okay.
Yeah, well, she definitely wants something closer to that 950 price range. It does. Speaking with the agent that's representing it out actually in California, she says it's distressed. It needs some work done on it. And she has tenants in it, but it's in a REIT program, so it's a lot going on.
Yeah, no, it is. Sounds like it, especially if that. Yeah, no, it definitely seems like there's a lot going on, especially tenants already in there and having to redo it. Like she's kind of asking for her cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Hopefully she has a trip planned out there to actually put eyes on the property and to see what's going on, and hopefully it humbles her to where she comes down off that firm asking price and she's willing to take a little bit less.
Yeah, And all I can do is kind of present an offer and see if she's willing to take it or not.
I'm telling you, we just gave her an offer right before Christmas of 850. We just of 850, she turned it down.
Okay.
She wants that 9. She wants that 950.
Okay. So she's probably really not that motivated to sell it at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's still getting money from it, so that's no worries from it. Okay, cool. Are you out here in the DFW area, or are you mainly in California? You just kind of came across that one.
No, I'm out here in the DFW area. I used to work with this lady, and that's how it fell into my lap and
Got
everything. And I'm just trying to assist her.
Got you. Okay, cool. That's no worries.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, yeah. I definitely want to.
EXP? How are you doing?
I am still with EXP. Just like as a brokerage. I'm brokerage with them, but I mainly just work still as an investor, still doing my thing as far as that.
Okay.
And in buying properties, holding. I'm really not doing any fix and flips, obviously, because the rates are kind of crazy right now. I don't want to even kind of mess with that. So I mainly just seeing what I can get from on market really, and it's been working kind of that way. So I like just touching bases with the agents I know and seeing what they got going on.
Oh, okay. I was working with a guy. I went to go see a property in DFW, not DFW, in Fort Worth.
Mhm.
Yesterday they're asking 105 for it, but it's a big cleanup. I had to pass on it. But I can send you pictures and the contact information on that one if you would like me to.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely take a look at that one. And actually, yeah, are you like more in the Fort Worth area, or are you in like in the Dallas area?
I live in Fort Worth.
Okay.
So I'll try to make it to everything that's going on in Fort Worth.
So let me see this, because the thing is, I have 2 properties out there in Fort Worth that I'm trying to find buyers for, that buyers that can't really qualify for mortgages right now through the bank.
Uh-huh.
So if they still have the money for it and they just can't get financing from the bank, I'll finance them the house. And it's 2 of them out there in Fort Worth. One is in, what is it? It's in Benbrook, and the other one is in Cockrell Hill.
Benbrook is about 10 minutes away from me. I would love to go out to see the one that's in Benbrook. And Cockrell Hill.
That's like it's like east of where the other one is, like on the other side of the highway. Cockrell Hill, and I think I don't even know the other name of it, but I know Cockrell Hill is like right next to there.
Okay, send me the addresses, and I drive Uber during the day, so I would love to drop by and see if I can find, if I know if anyone is interested in them. They will be coming in with all cash, or are you financing?
Yeah, no, I'm financing them. So
explain to me your program.
Yeah. So for this one, I'm looking for $15,000 down, and then I'll be their financing firm. So at that point, it'd be $1,600 a month, as far as their mortgage rate. I'm always open to the rent to own too. If they want to do a rent to own situation, we can talk about that. It'd probably be like 7,500 option fee, and what is it? It's probably like 2,000, probably like 19 to 2,000 for the rent altogether. And those are just so they don't have to go through financing. They don't need good credit. They just need to show me that they can make the income monthly, and we can kind of get them through my RMLO and kind of get them processed and everything like that. And we'll get them in as soon as possible, so they don't have to like worry about getting qualified through a bank.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely use that, because I have a lady I know. She's working on her credit and stuff, but we hadn't started looking. But if she can come up with the cash, then it sounds like you'll be perfect for her.
Yeah, and I'm open to how I get that down payment too. So it don't have to be like 15 straight, like from the rip. It can be like, we can break that up. We can kind of play with it, see what we can do. But like, maybe like 7,500 now, 7,500 later, something like that. So yeah, we can work it.
Look at you for myself.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, let's do lunch one day, or meet up for like some drinks or something.
Okay,
What's
yeah.
your schedule looking like?
This week I'm pretty open. I do a class like every day for this month, from like 12:30 to 3:30. And I mean, but around that time I'm always good. So I mean, probably in the morning I'm usually just kind of checking my emails, doing stuff like that, and then I'll have that class from 12:30 to 3:30. And I can kind of move that around a little bit. It just depends on kind of what day we do, and then yeah. So I can definitely do that. Just let me know.
Okay. And what's the class about? I'm a new agent. I'm trying to find out about
So
everything.
actually, it's for like new agents, new investors that are. I'm kind of, because I'm an agent investor, right? So I'm trying to get the popular, I guess unpopular opinion of people just saying like, real estate's hard to get into. It takes a long time to get into. I don't have time for it. I don't have any money to get into it, and stuff like that. So I go live on my YouTube channel all the time, and I'll just call agents, call wholesalers, call sellers, and I'll kind of show them like the day of like how it is to be an investor. And so
Okay.
it's just going through the day to day, who I'll call, how I talk to them, what's kind of going on, um, how I'm breaking down deals, why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking, and it's trying to help people get their first deal like in the first 30 days. So
Okay. I need to sign up. I need to sign up for that.
no, absolutely, yeah, I'll send all the information too.
Yeah,
And
that'll be great because I just switched brokerages. I'm no longer with EXP, but my brokerage is doing they're more based on marketing,
mhm.
and so with them taking care of the marketing portion of it, I think I'll have a lot of more focus on getting better at real estate.
No, absolutely, 100%. And it's like it's a long game. I'm never gonna learn everything about real estate. So I'm like as I learn, I'm hopefully like the people that are with me and watch it are learning too and learn through my mistakes, learn through all my calls, and it's just having conversations with people. At the end of the day, it's like I'm just talking to you about what you got going on in real estate and seeing where I can help you out and how I can add value to you and you can add value back to me.
Right, exactly. Yeah, send me over the information on the houses and especially on your class and stuff. And if I can afford it, I'll hop into
Oh, it's
it.
free.
Oh yeah, let's hop into it. I'm always stuck in the house. I try to get off the road by 1 o'clock. But I'm always in the house looking for stuff to look at and try to better myself. So let's work.
Yeah, no, definitely we can do that. That works.
Okay, that works. Let's do that, and then I'm just gonna fuck with everything you teach me, and hopefully I can get this deal closed. And with that commission, I can hopefully come to you with a deal about doing a buy and hold or something.
Absolutely, let's do it. I can't wait. We definitely gonna do some deals this year. I can already tell.
Okay, I'm excited. Show me. You can lead this horse to water because you will drink.
All right, all right, Ben. I
All
appreciate
right,
it. All right, you have a good
thank you
one.
so much, Damon.
No, thank you.
Bye bye.
All right, bro. Deandra, if you're watching this, the recap of this, I'm sorry. Well, I mean, it's funny because I mean, she'll watch it and she'll appreciate it, so it's funny. Um, uh, they actually unmuted that part. We'll see what happens. Cool. So as one agent, that's like she's new. She's just getting started. She's looking to do. Mike actually texted me back, says sorry for missing the call, and I'm sure he had a great reason. So let's see. Just missed a call from you. Very busy at the moment. What can I do for you? Nothing, my man. I figured you were. I just called to check in and see how's everything is going. And you need an iPhone. I don't know why it says Android. Numbers type won't work as a rental up front. My bad, bro. I know you're going live, but I got an agent to respond. I got all the info. I ran some numbers so we can hop on the Zoom so you can see if it's a deal you like to buy. Diego, are you still here? I'm about to call Diego, say hop on this live real quick so we can break it down.
Hello?
Diego.
What's up, David?
What's up, my man? So, that deal you're talking about, hop on this live so we can go over it.
All right.
I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm gonna figure it out. But I think I figured it out. Let me come back to the live and then I'm gonna drop it in the chat and then once you do it, I'll figure out how to put you on and we can go over it.
All right, yeah, because I have some of it written down on a sticky note, but I'm using one of the Sub 2 calculators. I never used it really, and so I'm trying to get used to it. But I'm using like a Microsoft Word as well. But yeah, I have all the numbers on the screen already, so everything's ready to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can go live on it.
Okay, cool. That works. Yeah, go and hop on the live, and then I'll bring you up on the screen, and then we'll kind of just talk about it. What's going on?
All right. Is there any way I can share like my laptop screen or no?
That I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure there is. I don't know how to. This is my first time working StreamYard, so we'll play with it and see what we can do.
All right. Yeah. I got my camera and everything set up, so yeah, I'm ready.
All right, cool. That works.
All right.
All right, my man.
All right. I see you, man.
Diego is one of the hardest working agents I know, and I appreciate him. I do. And we'll definitely do a lot of deals together. We're gonna definitely outsource making a team with Diego. He's invaluable, to say the least. So we'll wait for him to go ahead and hop in. Uh, let's see. Let's see. I don't know how to check if he's in here or not. It's not ready yet, Mama. Just not froze yet. So actually, now that I'm thinking, so I do have a call. You guys will probably hear about the call tomorrow. Actually, well, it's at 2 o'clock tomorrow. I ran into another sub two student that is offering down payment assistance to sellers in second position. So why do I like that? I have two reps going on, right? So a lot of times these sellers just, I mean, these buyers don't have, per se the certain amount to put as a down payment. So he's offering down payment assistance. So they're basically taking out a loan from him as well, including myself. So they don't have to come with the 15,000. He's coming with the 15,000 just so he can put himself as a second position on the mortgage. Perfect. In that sense, yeah, they don't have to come in with that 15,000. They can get his down payment assistance, and I'm sure it's based on certain qualifications. I'm sure he's probably gonna have me make them run through an RMLO, but I think that might be really good because I mean my payments aren't as high as a lot of them may seem, but in the future, just having him as a resource. Um, Having him as a resource in the future, I mean, that's invaluable because the thing is, that's what I'm doing myself. I'm providing the down payment for them already, so they can just start making payments, and I can just leverage that into their actually leverage that into their cash flow payments and just have that pay back that. Hmm. I think I might do that. So me and Diego are actually gonna talk about this deal because he's not actually helping me on this one. Diego, are you here? Diego, say something if you're here. Are you in? Yeah, me and Diego are working on this deal. Well, me and Diego are already working on this deal. Yeah, me and Diego are already working on this deal. And there's two, which are kind of going through the same scenario, uh, where they need a certain amount down, and so on and so forth to kind of get started. Uh, I think that might help a lot of people out, especially with times now. And so I have a call with him tomorrow at 2. So if you guys are tuning in tomorrow at 2, I'll have a call with, I forgot his name, but I'll figure that out for you. I have a call at 2 where it's talking about a guy that's offering down payment assistance and putting himself in second position mortgage or second position on the mortgage. Um, Come on, man. Could be calling more agents. Diego. Okay, bet. That's the link, Diego. I just put it in there. Um, um, yeah. Do you see the link? Okay, but so he sees the link. Um, now I gotta figure out how to get him in there. It didn't show me a holding room for anybody. Oh, there we go. There we go. Are you good now?
Yeah.
Bet. Cool. So, I was telling them a little bit about uh first those that property in Bonnie Drive. I'm talking to a guy tomorrow that's gonna off. He's talking about offering down payment assistance for rap buyers, and just putting himself as a second position on the mortgage, which I think is really cool because that makes people not have to come up with so much money up down and stuff like that. It kind of just helps out a little bit. Um, so I'll talk with him tomorrow. I was gonna tell you about that, but you're here, so I told you on live. But tell me about the deal you're talking about. Oh, you're muted, I think. Let me see. I don't know how to unmute you. You're muted though. There you go.
Yeah. Do you hear it echoing?
Uh, I hear myself.
Do you hear it echoing? Yeah, it's echoing on my end. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know how to stop that. Kickback from
Yeah,
studio.
it's echoing on my end. Hold on.
Diego Salah removed from. Oh, I don't want to remove you. Um, yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, it's you can hear yourself echoing, right?
No, I don't hear it now. I'm good
Yeah.
now. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
It's good now?
It's good for me. I don't hear myself.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, I don't hear no echo.
See, I hear.
Oh, you hear it on your side?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because like when I talk, I hear myself talk, but I'll go with it.
Do you hear me on two different screens?
Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. All right. Talk now,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, if the YouTube was on, yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
got it.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So yeah, this property was a property that I've been reaching out to. This agent, he was kind of not ghosting me, but we wanted to go view the property, and she just kept saying the seller hasn't answered, the seller hasn't said nothing, she has no response. So I followed up today. I was like, shoot, it's the new year, got to get back to work. So I called her up. I said, hey, my name is Diego. We talked a couple of months ago, and I'm just wondering if y'all still want to sell because she raised the price. So they're originally asking for 240, and She raised it up to 280. So I said, hey, I saw that you rose it. And we didn't talk about it at that time because at the time she was asking for 240. So I got back into it and she gave me new information. So she found out there's two liens, or actually there's two liens and they have arrears. So I don't know if you want all the numbers now.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So there's two HUD liens on there.
Hmm.
So on the first HUD lien, it's $21,288.
Okay.
Okay, for the second HUD lien, it's $9,123.
Okay.
Okay, and so on the into death You want me to give you the cents? So she has like I have the exact amount, like the 52 cents and 17 cents.
Yeah, I mean, well, on the HUDs, no, just do the dollar amounts. Yeah.
All right. So okay, in the arrears, she hasn't made payments in a long time. So their arrears are $16,491. That's in back payments.
Okay.
So her PITI is 1975.
Wow.
It's high.
Is that because like what
I
did they
think
do like a modification or something?
Yeah, I think they've been doing loan mods and just keep pushing up, and up. And I told her about that. So I asked her, I'm like, well, have y'all done loan modifications and stuff like that? And she basically said, yeah. So that's the reason why the payments are real high. So I have everything up front. So the payoff is 216.
216.
And they're asking for 279. So if you want to round it up to 280. So that leaves them in $64,000 in the equity for doing 280.
So you're adding the 21, the 9, the 16, and the 216 all together?
Yeah, and that interest fee. So I have the interest fee. You can't see my screen, but let me go up total.
Well, what's the total for adding? So that 216 is not including the HUD, the two HUDs, and the arrears, right?
Yeah, the 216 is just the payoff. That's like the mortgage payoff.
Okay, so when you add those HUDs and those arrears to it, what's the total amount from that point?
Just those three together?
No, the two HUDs, the arrears, and then you add that to the payoff. What is that whole total amount? I mean, I can put it in, I guess. Let me see.
Yeah, I'll put it real quick.
And I'm gonna round up a little bit on all those.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, I'll let you do it.
262.
262.
Yeah, and that's just me rounding up. So the first HUD I put 21,000. The second HUD I just put 9,000, and for the arrears I just put 16K, and I added that to the 216, and I got to $262,000.
Okay, so it's probably like really like 260, 263, 264 maybe.
And that's like, and plus like they're asking 279, so that's like what 279.
Well, first the arrears, because is that including the trustee and attorney's fees?
No, probably not. No.
So that's probably like another 5 to 7.
Yeah, it's a lot of money out of.
They're probably all together probably like around 270 that they need. Like maybe just under it, but like around 270 that they need. So
Yeah, right.
even if they sell this house at the asking price they're doing it at, they're losing money.
Yeah, 100% traditional route, especially if they're like doing commissions.
Perfect. So they this is kind of the cases where they need like a creative solution where they need somebody to come in, sub to, and do all that kind of stuff.
Right,
Cool.
and that's a conversation we got into. So she is open to a subject too.
Mhm.
I have all the numbers. She said she was going to send me the mortgage statement balance, like so we can get everything verified.
Mhm.
But I did run comps and everything. The comps in that area are like 280, 275 to 280. So she's asking like right at the ARV. The rental rates is a 1,700 to 1,800. So if you look at that $1,900 payment, you're not going to be cash flowing because the rental rates are 17.
Well, what was their mortgage rate before they got into the arrears? Do you know what that is?
No, she didn't give me that number because she said she's trying to go back and send me more information, but she don't have all that up front like at her desk. I think she was driving.
Okay, got you. So yeah, we would need to figure out what it's going to come down to if it does
Right.
from the 1975 because I mean I'm assuming that the two HUD statements are assumable. So not assumable, but like where we can like take those over subject to as well, including
Yeah,
with
she
the
said-
mortgage. So
yeah, she
all we
said-
really have to take care of is the arrears.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not bad for arrears. This is probably around like 22,000, something like that.
Yeah. And,
Um,
I got the information like how much the seller would want up front. So
well, like what the seller wants them up front.
yeah, they want $12,000 up front. So I'm guessing it's a divorce situation. So the wife wants 10,000, and the husband wants 2,000. So that's $12,000 total. So that's how much cash. So I did talk to the agent. I said, look, if we could try to give you that 12,000, would your client rather take all that money instead of taking it all up front, just break it down to payments, like give them their down payment over time, like give them $1,000 now, $1,000 just over time. So because of that 12,000, like that just adds up to a lot because that arrears is already 16K.
Yeah, And it's more than that, probably. It's probably
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
to pay the attorneys and trustee and all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
we're really looking at like 22 for that. That's a good rounded number. And then closing, all that kind of stuff. And then cash, and then also paying the agent. What is the agent talking about getting?
So on her commission, she said 6,500.
6,500. How long is it on the market? It's on market, right? Yeah, it's that agent.
103 days.
Oh man.
Yeah.
6,500 on top of that, plus the sellers want 12,000. That's a doozy. Yeah, like I feel like everything's had to come down. Like the seller wanting cash at all, because the thing is, even if she did sell the property the way the agent's wanting to do it,
Yeah.
like they're gonna be paying $10,000. You know, and so we're saving you from having to go through pre-foreclosure. So either one of y'all hits y'all's credit, and so you guys can go your separate ways, and kind of move along, and do things like that. So that's kind of crazy that they're wanting 12,000 from an asset that they would have lost money on in the first place.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know if the agent kind of broke down to them like there's a lot of agents don't. They don't break down the seller's net sheet of like how much the seller is going to actually have to come to the table with or going to walk away with. They don't do that a lot of times. They just kind of tell them a price and they just think that's going to be the. Did you explain that to the agent or not yet?
No, not too much. So it was a follow-up call. I just said, hey, we haven't talked in a while. I've been sending you messages. I haven't had, no responses, but that's totally fine. So I just called her. I said, hey, look, are y'all so interested in selling? Because I seen that y'all raised the price. Then, we got back considering information. So I had to get updated information because last time the arrears were a lot less. But like I said, it's been a couple of months. So obviously it will go up. So that's what happened. But yeah, I probably have to have more initial phone calls with her and get more information.
Yeah.
See what else they might owe or what else is going on, because I don't. So from what the agent said about the property condition, that it's like just ready to be rented out. Like you don't have to do too much. There is a pool, and the pool does have a little crack in it. That's pretty much it, though.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna be interested in it. It's just to see like what all the numbers are, because it seems like we still need some numbers, and we got to fix some numbers. Like the seller, honestly, I don't see the seller really getting any money from this. I think, and once we kind of explain that to the agent, I feel like hopefully they'll be understanding of like why they wouldn't be able to get anything from it, and maybe even the agent's commission may have to be a little bit lower. It just depends on how the numbers even work out. But where were you kind of getting stuck at with the calculations, or you just didn't have all the numbers to do it?
Yeah, I just didn't have too much of the numbers to have it all up front.
Got you. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll definitely. Where is this one
at? This is in Benbrook, Texas.
Benbrook. That's in Fort Worth.
Yeah, Fort Worth.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's kind of where the other property is.
Yeah, it's literally right next to it. Yeah, right next to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, yeah, no, we can definitely check that one out. I did a little researching in that area. I don't know about the crime in that area. It's not that it's bad. It's just that you have to kind of be wary of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of look into all that and figure out what's the best strategy for it, and then we can come back in because I'm doing this for the next 30 days. So we'll definitely come back in to see where this one kind of ends up at, and if we do not take it down, if we don't, we'll kind of explain why, why we went with who we went with. So yeah, cool to bring it up. So I mean, that's a good situation, and it kind of gives people an idea like how you would break down taking over something subject to and why somebody would even be open to doing it. In this situation, this is the best scenario for them.
Yeah, because if they're asking for $279 and like the average of like all expenses after traditional sale with the agent is like 10%. So just off the top of your head, man, she's like losing money. Like you said, walking away with $270, she's barely making anything.
Yeah, she's literally paying to sell her house. Like she's paying what? She's paying probably like around $10,000 to sell it. I think this is $280, and then her arrears up to $270. And she has to pay about 10% of commissions traditionally. That's about That's about 28,000, and so she's paying about 18,000 to sell her house,
Yeah.
and she's already in arrears. So
Yep.
that'll be her money to cash the seller that we're paying her arrears up.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I'll be interested in seeing what we can do with that one and try to work something out. Um, yeah, that'd be something I'll be interested in. Just to, even if it's not a deal, it'd be something a learning lesson.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's why I'm saying like follow up with agent. Like this agent was giving me a hard time. Like I said, just follow up. No matter if they ignore you, just keep it going because you know that I just kept seeing that I was getting on the market for longer days. Like just day by day, it's like it's not selling, it's not selling. So I know someone, you know, there's bleeding in there because she's not making none of the mortgage payments from what the agent said. Like she's not making none. So obviously, if they can't sell it, it's gonna keep going up higher, 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 and there might become a situation where she's gonna get foreclosed on. That's like that, you know, you don't want that. So
And nobody should go through pre-foreclosure. Like there's so many solutions where you can go through to stop from going to pre-foreclosure and losing your house and having that on your record for so on years. So it just takes pride for sellers to not kind of not not go that route, but um, you got to kind of show them and be delicate with it and show them the bigger picture of things and just kind of try to work with them and things that you're doing and following up with them. I mean, that's things that people don't do, including myself. Like a lot of times I find myself slacking on follow-ups and the next person gets the deal because I just didn't make that one more call. So that's awesome.
okay, man, try to get better for New Year's.
Yeah, absolutely. No. So what is your goals for this year?
Honestly, so one of my goals I was talking to myself about, you know, last year, well, a couple of days ago, I want to get at least 20. I'm going to do 20 deals for 2023. If not, try to hit for 30. But I do want to make a team where I have people that are, you know, that help people also. But I want to have people to help me cold call, pretty much underwrite deals, and just market more, post more on social media, get my name out there, try to help educate other people, other newer sub-2 students, or if not, people just trying to get into real estate. Just try to show them, hey, look, we have a community that's going to help you grow, that's going to help you learn, and that's going to be there. We're not going to be like, hey, $10,000 and we'll teach you. You know, we can go JV on a deal. Then that's your way of learning, and you get paid. Instead of you paying money for a mentorship, you know, you can work with us. So it's a win.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what, and that's the thing. Like I love that because the thing is, that's what it's all about. Like collaboration over competition, and it's not one deal I've done that I haven't, JV'd or assisted with somebody else to get paid. I mean, that's how this real estate thing is done to its full extent. Helping other people do what they need to do and being a connector or a resource for somebody else. And I always like to say, if I'm gonna solve a problem, I'd rather solve people that have money, like a lot of money problems, because they'll pay me more. So, yeah, that's why I got into real estate. Another reason why I got into real estate. So, and then what kind of outreach are you doing? You doing mainly agent outreach?
Yeah, so agent outreach, just calling up agents. Listings I've been seeing on the market for like probably 40 days plus. I know people do higher, but I just do 40, and I've been having good luck with that.
Yeah.
But I'm also working on doing expired listings. So I'm an agent myself, so I have access to the MLS. So I'm going to start calling the expired listings. Be like, look, hey, I saw that the listing expired. What was the reason why you couldn't get your price? Just something you didn't work out with your agent. Just try to find out the seller situation. Try to find out the reason why, the motivation, then go from there. But yeah, just right now, just agent outreach. That's pretty much it. Nothing else. I don't do any cold. I do cold calling just with the agents, but I don't do anything.
Yeah, I was like, would you really call it cold calling? Because like the thing is, like, I think it's like warm calling in a way, like, because they're already motivated to sell the property. They already have a property that they're wanting to sell. It's just figuring out what's the situation. So I don't know if it's really cold calling. I was talking about that today.
That's why I like it, because you already know they want to sell it. You don't have to say, hey, are you interested in selling? It's already on the market. You just got to find out the reason why they want to sell and the reason why it's been on the market. Because like you said, just with these rates right now, if you try to go in with cash, it's going to be something rude. It's going to be a slap in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I like creative financing, because if it makes sense, you can offer the asking price. And, man, the asking price, that's 100% what people care about.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Like as long as seller get that asking price, they feel like they won. And in a sense, they really did. Because I mean, at the end of the day, like I don't like paying the bank more money.
Right.
I'd rather pay that to the seller.
Yeah, especially with these crazy rates, these people are locked in at 3%, and if you try to go get like something now, probably what 6, 7%, 8%, depending on your credit, and depending if it's an investment property or an owner occupant property. So right now, creative financing is the key.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to go over these next 30 days is showing people all the options. I mean, not to say I won't do cash offers. I mean, I'll definitely do them
Yeah,
if it makes sense, and I'll show them. I'll break down to the agents like why my offer is the way it is because that's important to do. And because a lot of agents just don't understand why they're coming up with the offers, and if it doesn't work for them, it doesn't work for them, and you just got to keep moving. But I want to do kind of like what we did now is kind of invite somebody every day for the next 30 days and kind of see what they're doing, how they're implementing it in the DFW area, our market, and and just see what kind of strategies they're doing, what's their day like as an investor. So what is your day like as an investor? Like what are you doing from like when you wake, not really when you wake up, but when you start your day of work, like what are you doing for like the next few hours?
yeah. So I just look at my list, look at the follow ups. I call my follow ups first. Then I go make my new list for the people who I need to call and new agents I call. So I call them. If they don't answer, just leave them a text message or a voicemail. Then throw them in a follow up. But the ones I answer, just get into conversation, try to find out the reason why, it hasn't sold, and the reason why they even want to put on the market in the first place. Then throughout my day, just make a new list. Also, I just try to help out other new sub two students or non sub two students, people just trying to get in. Have calls with them, see what they're doing, how their day's going, what they need help with. They'll hit me with some questions. I try to answer them. Honestly, right now too. So I haven't been making content, but that's gonna be added into my new day. So I'm gonna try and make time. I'm gonna try and break down the schedule today, and as soon as I wake up in the morning, try to make content in the morning, and after that, get my day started making calls, follow ups, messages, writing offers, and that's pretty much it. Just watching more educational videos and more networking. Shooting sub two, watching Pace kill it in sub two lots.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, man.
No, Jabs is telling me you're at every event.
Yeah,
every event.
Man, my whole goal is for 2023. To be honest, yeah, I want to do some deals, but at the end of the day, I want to become a leader. I want to be someone in this community that that does deals, but at the same time that helps people bring deals to them and shoot, and everybody's making money and everybody's happy, and just like the whole reason why we have that sub two is for the community. I'm just trying to make it more known, just make people feel more comfortable about getting started in real estate because a lot of people have questions and concerns, but if they get right with the right group, all those things get answered for them.
No, you definitely will be. I can definitely already see like your Diego guys is roughly new. How many like months would you say?
So in sub two, I'm literally like 3 weeks in sub two.
Yeah.
But just like as real estate starting out, I got licensed probably like 2 months ago.
Yeah, so he's new. So
fresh.
Like so he's already on the grind and going for it. So yeah, he's going for it and whenever you start the content, go ahead and what's your tags and everything?
Yeah, so my Instagram is Diego Diego Sal32. So it's Diego Sal 32. My Facebook is just Diego Salazar. And that's pretty much it. I don't use Twitter, but not on much. I just use that just to watch some funny videos, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, it's just Facebook and Instagram. That's going to be posting on, and then all my contents will go there. Then also my TikTok. I haven't made that yet, but I'm gonna get that started. Because TikTok, man, you gotta get started on that too.
No, absolutely. Was that your first sub two deal that we did?
Yeah, that was my first one. That was mind blowing.
Popped your sub two cherry.
Yeah, man, it was mind blowing. I didn't like. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the reason why I joined sub two because we were working on that deal, and I was like, "Holy cow, this is so mind blowing! I gotta join." So I joined it, and it's even more game changer. So I can't imagine what we're gonna do for this year. We did that deal pretty good, and that's the first time.
That's a pretty fast deal, and we had it was a time clock on there, and we had to close it pretty quick, and so
that's what I was getting. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work, but it worked.
Me neither.
Like it blew my mind.
Okay, that's awesome. No, no, that deal was pretty fun. It's and it's still working on the second half of it, and so we got it closed though, so that's the main thing. Now we're working on the back end of it and getting it all ready to set up to make money for us. So cool, and yeah, we're definitely gonna do a lot more deals together. And you're all in the DFW area, so if you have deals that you want to send to my man Diego, agents, wholesalers, anybody that's kind of watching. You got his social media links. I'll probably put it in the description too, so they can
Yeah,
find out where you're at.
yeah. So shoot, yeah, hit me up on my links on my social media stuff. If you have any questions or need help, I'm always available to talk. So you can give me a call, shoot me a message, or we can go out to eat, get to know each other. Shoot, like I said, I'm always trying to network, man. I'm in my beginning stages. I'm not big yet, so I'm able to work with anybody. I have a lot of time on my hands. Shoot, still live with my parents. Luckily, I'm only 21, so I got a lot
Oh,
of
I didn't
time.
think you're 21. That's awesome.
Shoot, yeah, so shoot, man. I have a lot of time. I don't have kids. I don't have no girlfriend, so I got all my time to focus on real estate. So I'm willing to help out everybody. I'm willing to make everybody a winner, man.
No, I guarantee, like when you're 25, you'll definitely be exactly where you want to be at. Like guaranteed, like you'll have everything accomplished. I can already
Okay.
see, but you definitely have grit, and you have the go. Like you have the initiative. That's the thing. It's things I don't even have to tell you to do, and you're already like, oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing like why is he not on payroll? Like why is he not on payroll? Like he literally goes after it. And if you don't know what to do, he'll bring up a situation and he'll ask like what's the best thing to do or whatever the case is. So
Right.
I have no doubt like you'll be exactly where you're trying to be at.
Yeah. Shoot. And yeah, and another thing, like working with sub two students is amazing because so about that situation with the agent that we closed on.
Yes.
So the agent literally, I called her and she answered. We talked about creative financing, and she heard of it, but I was the first one to call to mention it, to offer it. So she was like, let's meet in person. I'm like, when? She's like, right now. I'm like, oh crap. I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do, so I called Damon. I said, yo, Damon, I need help. This agent's about to come to the office. She wants to talk about creative financing. I don't know what to do or what to say. Can we hop on a Zoom so you can explain it to her? And that happened, and that was like the most clutch moment ever. But at the same time, it forced me to learn because he was talking to her about creative financing. So I made sure to listen, so clear. So next time that situation happens and he's not available, I can repeat everything that he said and shoot. And I can do the same with y'all. So if y'all ever run into a situation where y'all need help and Damon's not available, but I'm available, so you give me a call and I can talk him through and do the same for Damon. If I'm not available, call Damon.
No, that was hilarious. I didn't believe it at first. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was like, "Ain't no way she's about to drive way over." I didn't know where she was, but apparently she was like
Yeah.
in the same area. And she's like, "Yeah, she's heading here right now." I was like, "She's heading where?" She's like, "To my office." "Ain't no way this woman's about to pick up her kid." She said she picked up her daughter,
Yeah.
drove to his office at like what was it, like 6, 7, something. I
6,
don't
man.
know.
I was
Yeah,
about to shut down. And that place was already closed, so there was no one there. So I had to lock up the building. And I was like, "Oh crap!" I'm like, "It's already closed, but I'm gonna just stay and make it happen." And like
yeah.
David said, man, once something gets called out to me, I'm gonna go get it. Once I start it, I gotta finish it. I can't just start it and leave it alone. I gotta finish it, man.
No, that's the saying of all 2023. Is finish it. So I'm starting this. It's turned out to be like a day in the life of an investor, a real estate
Right.
investor, so people can take action to do what they need to do, and just see like what's the ideal thing to do, and then it kind of transition to like a almost like a podcast kind of interview, which I still like that way. That's kind of cool. So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
like maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours of just straight working, and then the other part just talking to other investors about what they're doing in their day-to-day life. So I think that's actually a pretty nifty idea that kind of just end up happening. In the
Yeah.
first like 15 minutes, I was talking to myself and I didn't even know it wasn't live. So that was actually very funny. But yeah, I was talking to myself and then I didn't push the live button. So I gave a whole breakdown of everything and then nobody was here.
That's what I want to do. I want to do a podcast, man. I've been buying all the equipment on the side. Look, I got this one recently. Got the nice
There
podcast
you
mic.
go. I'm about to rob you.
I got the mixer, so like I got the audio interface. I got the studio, so I can mix all the audio. So
I'm gonna
everything.
just pull up. Wait, where are you in Fort Worth? Are you in
I'm in,
Fort Worth? Are you
yeah, I'm in Fort Worth, but I'm in White Settlement. So
okay? I know what that is. Yeah, I know
yeah.
that is. That's
So I'm
all
over
the way on
there.
the other side of Fort Worth.
Yeah. It's on the it's literally right next to Weatherford and Aledo. So I live on
Oh
this side.
man, I wasn't pull up on you, but that's a little bit of drive.
Yeah, I'm far from everybody, man. Every time you have those sub 2 events in Dallas, oh man, it's like it's an hour drive.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, you're far away from it. Are you going to the event? I'm sure you are. Are you going to the event this Saturday?
Like, yeah, man, doing deals. Shoot, everybody that wants to get in real estate, go to that one. It's nothing but closers. You got
Yeah.
Jabs, you got Zach, you got Chris, you got
I
Damon.
gotta get Zach and Jabs on here. one day out of the week and talk about what they're doing. I might get Jeff on here tomorrow. And because I know too many people in sub 2 in DFW area that I can just tell them, hey, just give me no, Myron will do it in a heartbeat. Well, hopefully, if he's watching, Myron, if you can do it. No, Myron will do it for me, or Carolyn will do it for me. Yeah, any of those guys will do it for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If you're on a DFW and you're trying to get started in real estate, you got the best people around you. Literally, you got some killers out there, man.
Yeah, no, I think we have the best. No, I'm not probably. We definitely have the best community out here as far as sub 2. I think DFW is the strongest one, and I mean you could say Arizona, but that's what everybody's at. But not really. I think DFW is a lot stronger than Arizona.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna stick by that. I'm gonna stick by that. They can see me if they want to see me. You know where I be at. So I think Dallas DFW is the best community out of all sub 2, and I think we have the most people too.
Yeah, DFW is a big area, so everybody.
And we're actually from here because everybody else be flying out to Arizona and living there. They don't not actually from Arizona, but we're actually like the homegrown, like we're DFW natives, like and we're community wide.
Not the people from California coming into Texas.
California, New York, all those kind of other states. I don't know where they really come from, but those are just a few states I just think people come from to go to Arizona. But no, this is cool. I can get used to getting on lives every day and go through this challenge. I'm trying to get. My goal is to get. I know I can do 4 deals this month. I know I can do that. I'm gonna challenge myself to say 6. I'm gonna try to get 6 deals this month. I think that's a little bit outside my range, so I'm gonna shoot for 6. I know I can get 4, and kind of go through that. They're gonna mainly, they're gonna be all kinds of deals. It could be a rental, it could be an arbitrage, it could be a wholesale, it could be a sub 2, it could be a seller finance, it could be whatever the case is.
Yeah, so like my focus right now, just starting out, I'm just probably gonna wholesale some. I don't want to hold them right now yet. I'm not that. I want to have a war chest, like just kind of like something that something happens, I want to have money saved up.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just wholesale to people that are looking for buy and holds like you. That's my main focus right now. In the future, though, I do want to buy and hold a lot. And in the future, like my main goal in real estate, like my end goal is to get at least 1,000 units, and that's like multifamily too. So
you can do it. I see. Like the thing is, once you get a year into like the community and 1 year in the game of just like all this kind of accelerated learning, like 1,000 units is not gonna sound like a lot.
Nah, man.
After you do it for 2 years, you'll be like, I'm gonna go about 1,000 units this year. Like, it's gonna be nothing. I'm thinking about.
You can change it.
Exactly. Like
a year ago,
I was trying to do 1 property a year. That was my mindset. I'm gonna do 1 property a year. If I once I get 1 a year, I'm getting like. Technically, no, I'm not gonna count that. I technically end up getting like 5, but technically, end up getting like 412 because I partnered with Pace on that multi-unit.
Yeah.
So if I'm counting that, then technically I'm at like 413. But I'm not gonna count that one because I don't know. I don't really want to count that one.
Yeah.
I just want to do units I got like an acquired.
That you're on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's the goal. So I only wanted 1. I ended up getting 5, and this year I'm going on. I think I put 20. So I'm pretty sure I can get 20.
I had that mindset too, man. Literally, like before I even started real estate, like a year ago, I didn't even think I could do a deal. And now, like that, exactly what you said. If you look back at it, you're like, man, I thought that was hard. Now I gotta get for a bigger goal now. So you can just crush it, man. It's a power of the mindset. It's just a mindset game. If you think negative, think what happens. If you think positive, think what happens. Just you gotta have the right mindset. You gotta get focused. You gotta find out what you want. What's the reason why you're starting real estate? What's your end goal? And shoot, it's a legacy, man. You got your whole life.
No, 100%, and that's honestly all it is. Is a mindset shift. And I had to do it myself because I had no money to start in real estate. I had like. I don't know if you're here in the beginning, but like I was saying that how when like I had got fired from my previous job, and I only had like 3 months reserved for rent, and like I had to figure something out, and so I had to do wholesaling to get started up because that's the quickest way to kind of get money in real estate. So I did. As soon as I got started, like I got fast with the wholesaling thing, so I did like a deal in 2 weeks, But the thing is, you can do deals in 2 weeks. Like you can get paid in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like do a deal and get cashed out in 2 weeks if you actually like really apply yourself and do it. I only got like $350 in that deal, but like at that point, it was like proof that I knew what I was doing to get a wholesale deal. So
Shows
then
you.
I like took another one, and the amount started increasing as I did more deals. But yeah, it was really just a mindset shift that I didn't know if I can even do wholesaling. Like
Yeah.
when I first learned about wholesaling, I was an agent. And I was like, wholesaling? That seems illegal. As an agent, I was like, this seems illegal. Like people are like buying and selling houses without licenses and doing all this without. I was like, nah, that seems illegal. And I was an agent, so I understand what these agents are thinking whenever they don't understand, the investment side, the whole spectrum of real estate. Like they only literally understand like a little sliver. And you're an agent too, so you understand. Like what
Yeah.
did they teach you in real estate school? Like any of this?
Nothing. Try not to get sued. That's it.
Yeah, it's literally all they teach you. How to not get sued and laws and regulations that nobody really even remembers.
They
Like
don't
you
teach
ask somebody like why is it illegal, they don't know.
No,
They
they
don't
don't
know.
teach you how to run comps. They don't teach you how to do anything.
Nope. They don't teach you none of that. So when people say don't need my license to get started in real estate, no, you do not at all. I learned so much outside of real estate school. I don't even know I went to real estate school. I honestly forgot the course I took. Like they nothing memorable except for like how many hours it took me to get my license. In Texas is like what 180,
Yeah, 180, man.
and then in Florida is like I think 90 or something like that.
I think the thing I remember at most about getting my license is probably the fees.
Yeah, that's literally that's it. Like they charge you an arm and a leg monthly and quarterly, and
I
and
just had to pay, man.
and then you got to pay more every single 2 years for like credits. You got to take classes just to hold your license. Like I had half of mine just let my license expire and just say, hey, I really don't need it. But I
Nah,
want I want to have that leverage. I want to have that leverage to say
yeah,
like like I'll give them my 3% to make the deal work out if we can get to this number, this and that.
that's exactly what I said with this agent. She's like, "Well, what about your commission?" I said, "I'll forfeit it." I'm like, I'm more worried about buying a property instead of my commission. I'll pay your commission, but I don't have to worry about mine."
Yeah, and I'll use that against it because I'll be like, I'm not really the buyer, I'm just the agent. So look, I'll tell my buyer, like, hey, I don't need my commission as long as we can get this deal done for him. That's all I care about. And they'll feel some kind of compassion towards me and all that kind of stuff. And I don't want you yelled at me like that. And so yeah, it's like in that'll be our next topic. Talking about New Western. I'm not gonna get into that now because I have to cut it off because I have a call at 3:30.
Yeah,
But this is a dope working on a deal with Myron right now. Damien, you're next. I appreciate you, Malachi. Oh, that's Malachi.
are you in here?
Appreciate it, Malachi. Yeah, we gotta get Malachi get going too with the squad.
Yeah, he's cooking it up over there too.
Okay, where's is Malachi Forth too?
Yeah, he lives like probably like a couple houses down from where I'm at. So we both live in White Settlement.
Did y'all go to school or something together?
Yeah, we graduated in the same class, 2020. So yeah, we graduated.
That sounds so. I feel so old.
Shit, you telling me I feel
You
old?
graduated in 2020 from high school.
Yeah,
What I graduated in 13, so I guess I'm not that old. But yeah,
no, that's not that bad,
I'm
bro.
still my
I feel
20s.
old myself because that's right, 2023.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
old.
funny. Okay, but no, I appreciate you coming on here breaking down the deal. We'll definitely probably get you back on anyways, like throughout this
Yeah.
month. And kind of follow up where that deal's going. This could be one of the deals that we kind of knock down for this
Yeah,
month.
break it down even more.
Cool.
Shoot, man, I'm down to here to hop on some calls, make some calls of agents too, see how I do it. Because I know
Yeah.
you have your way. Everybody's different, so if
We
anybody
can actually probably make it a competition one day. I think that'd be dope.
like
Like
they
who
did.
can who can call the most agents? How many verbal maybes can we get? And how many yeses we can get, and make it like a 3 category kind of thing, and kind of do it that way. I'll think about the terms and conditions.
Yeah,
And we'll start making a competition.
it makes it fun, man. It
All right,
makes
cool.
it just in there.
Exactly. It makes the calls more fun whenever you're kind of performing.
100%, man.
But all right, my man, I appreciate your time, and let's do some more deals, man.
Yes, sir. And shoot, I'll say it again. So my Instagram is Diego Sal32. So it's DIEGO SAL32. My Facebook is just my name, Diego Salazar. You should find me there. It's a picture of my face. You can't miss it.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty much it. So yeah, my phone number too. Sorry, my phone number is 682-529-1201. Again, that's 682-529-1201. So if y'all need help with anything, any questions, give me a call. I'm willing to help out.
Okay, and make sure you guys follow him, especially when his content is coming out. I know he's gonna be great, and give him a hit his line if you have any deals.
For sure. Let's team up, man. Let's go. Sorry.